Okay. Last time, our party was attempting to... Oh, whoops, I got a tweet! I got a tweet! Okay. Last time, our party was attempting to rest up in the top floor of the mausoleum, but were interrupted by a skeleton walking up the stairs with a gait atypical of the undead they had encountered prior. It introduced itself as Callum Krane, greeting them with questions regarding the whereabouts and an offer to leave them be so long as they remained out of the way for just a few hours. Elantra recognized that the skeleton was merely a vessel for a more powerful being, before Krakus removed its arms and kicked it to bits. Waking the others up, party jumped into action, restoring the final 4 pieces of the sealed door in order to go after Krane. While doing this, it became clear that Krane had cleared the bottommost floor of the dead that were interred there, as he claimed. Once the door to the sphere room was opened, it was revealed to be full of skeletons waddling towards a portal that Krane was standing next to. After some taunting, the party sprung into action in an attempt to stop him from evacuating the last few of his creatures. After a short battle, Krane was brought low, but was able to cast a final spell before crawling through the portal. Elantra and Krakus ran through, with it collapsing shut behind them, leaving Perseus, Yvette, and Aram as the only ones in the mausoleum. Shortly after that, however, the scholars were able to resummon the structure and rushed up to meet what was left of the group. Efforts to identify the destination of the portal were unsuccessful, but gathering up some bones cast aside by Krakus earlier, the remaining party members rushed out with Ulrich, Ink Spreader, hoping to somehow locate their friends. Elantra and Krakus, however, emerged through the portal into a dimly lit room stuffed with undead and people dressed similarly to Krane. From across the room, being helped up by some of his fellows, Krane spat back at the pair. "You followed me. Well, for that you will die." And that is where we open up. Or at least that moment is where we open up. Camera panning up into the sky and flinging itself across the land over to the remaining heroes. You have just rushed out of the mausoleum with Ulrich carrying a couple of discarded bones from Krakus.
Don't you need to make a fly check for the camera?
Oh, yes, of course. This is a complex maneuver. It rolled a 15, so we're good.
Nice.
God,
Camera remains airborne.
800.
Then you're just going to like take the bones and do the. What are we doing now? I don't even know what to even do at this point.
Well, I could attempt to scry on Krakus using these bones. It would take about an hour, and I would need a pool of water.
I can do. I know water. I can do water.
I suppose alternatively I could attempt a sending spell to contact them and ask them where they are if they know.
I think they're going to be a little preoccupied to think about talking. If the things that went through that portal stayed at that portal, they're probably not having a good time right now. I would just want to figure out what direction to even go to. So, I guess that's the water, huh?
Okay, Yes, scrying it is.
Is there any checks or anything I need to do to like provide this to him?
Are
Scrounging
you
for,
looking for like a natural body of water?
Wait, do I? Because I can't. I don't have the spell prepared to make water. So I guess I could, yes, try and find some local body of water if there's anything nearby, or
Yeah, the alternative is like find a settlement or something where you could get water.
yeah.
How much water do we need?
Alaric will make like he'll like pantomime it out with his hands. It's not an enormous amount. It'd be like I guess like enough water to make pasta.
Okay.
Well, depends how much pasta you make.
To make a pound of pasta. Or a box of pasta, I
'Cause
guess.
I'm
Can we make
assuming-
that can we homebrew that as the official material? Is enough pasta, enough water to make a pound of pasta?
No, specifically you need pasta water.
Does people don't have like bottles of water in the caravan? Like, what's the name of the thing? Cantil?
Canteen?
Yeah, a canteen of water. Do we
Or-
have those?
I don't know, did
Water
any of you
skins.
bring water skins, canteens, flasks of water?
I have holy water, but
Yeah, I have holy water too.
um,
Isn't that the
Let
water
me
that y'all
check.
took from the
Holy
pool
water, unfortunately,
inside?
will not do. It interferes with the incantations.
Can we do it with the water skins and canteens that I'm assuming everyone has for like adventure kits and shit?
You only have it if you have it. You
yeah, I
don't-
didn't like specifically.
Yeah, you can't retcon in having a bunch of water.
A bunch of water, just like a canteen of water. We don't role play every time you go to the bathroom.
How much is a vial, like liquid-wise, would you say?
For sure not enough. It'd be like I don't know, like a coffee cup's full of water or something in a vial. Well, I guess assuming like a
It's like I could dump like 5 of
Potion
the holy
vial or
water
something.
vials out and go find water with it if we don't have any other. Just make some sacred ground or something real quick accidentally. You think like 5 vials would do it?
Yeah, that should be enough. You need a receptacle.
Yeah, so.
I mean, like to pour it into.
Oh, yeah.
Would ration packs like have a bowl with them or no?
I usually think of them as being like a more of like a hardtack situation.
Oh, okay.
Or like a nature valley bar, you know, just like something dry and hard that you munch on.
Oh,
Not like a
like that.
not like a
Gotcha.
full military thing where you like mix it up in a little dish and stuff.
That's fair.
What are those called? There's an abbreviation.
MREs.
There you go. That's it.
My one of my friends made his Facebook profile picture the this is a gift from the this is a food gift from the American people thing they put on MRE logos because he's been eating those while his power's out.
I've been actually eating MREs.
Mhm.
I mean, my roommate
Wait.
used to eat SpaghettiOs out of the cans, so it's kind of the same thing.
I mean, they have like a whole like heating element thing to them.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of the like the MRE review YouTube videos actually. Some of them actually look good. Some of them
I
look
have seen them,
horrifying.
and I'm guessing the same way you have.
Yeah,
They are
yeah, exactly the same. way.
not bad, but I don't like go out of my way to eat them.
Hey Zeno.
They sure are hot food when you don't have any power and grocery stores are closed.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of calories.
Yes, they are.
True.
Enough for a full day of hard labor.
But we don't have those.
Anyway,
Where do you get MREs? I'm gonna, yeah.
I assume like military surplus stores or something.
Look how off topic we go so fast.
in my
I
in
was
my
just fascinated by
Tangent.
MREs for a second. Yeah.
Tangent.
in my experience, they like give them out at like a school or some other public place where they can. Of course, my experience is all post disaster. So
Word. Okay, makes sense. So, do you
So
have any?
yeah, if you're looking for a body of water, you can give me a survival check to find one.
Sure. Survival, go.
Oh yeah, with a 20, you're easily able to figure out where the closest water is. There's like a pond. It's a little ways away, but you know where it is.
Well, I know where the water. Have an idea where the water is, so we can at least go in the direction of that while we think about this. I don't know. Do you have any kind of receptacle for the scrying pool?
Let me check.
And he'll go to the backmost cart of the caravan that brought you guys here and start rummaging through. He starts like tossing a few things to the side, a couple of them just fully out of the cart, and then comes up with a walk.
This should do.
Beautiful. All right. So, if you want to take the
Sleep.
cart to the nearest body where we can, but if you want to head with us, we can totally do this. And because if we got to see if we're even going to be able to, like, these guys might be dead in 30 seconds. I don't know if I'm going to be real.
Well, like I said, the preparing the scrying spell takes about an hour.
I don't see any other reasonable. It's a portal.
Yes, unfortunately, without knowing where they went, I'm not sure that I know any other way.
Well, we can at least try and think on the walk, but we can at least go towards that direction. And then I
We
motion
could
everybody to go.
take 2 of the horses, leave one behind.
He points at the caravan that was drawn by 3 horses.
It sounds fantastic to me.
Do we really want to do this?
I mean, what other? I mean, we could try and figure out what's happening to them. I don't think there's anything else I could possibly do, at least as a druid.
I think it's stupid.
Well,
I think we should go with just die too, and that no one survives.
we just throw our hands up and just say they're dead.
That's what I think.
We can at least try and see what happened. If they survive whatever's happening on the other side, we'll at least know where they are. It's that or just give up.
I guess whatever we're gonna do it, we do it fast so we can give up earlier.
We can just do that so they can at least try.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Not going too defeatist just yet. So yeah, I motioned to go, but the horses, yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
And then we can give up after an hour in game time, I guess. If they're dead.
Okay, so you guys detach 2 of the horses from the caravan they were pulling. Hop on. Yeah, I guess you got to double up a little bit. So probably distributing weight, it'd be like Percy's and Ivet on one, and Aram and Alaric on the other, or something like that.
I promise not to enlarge.
You would just kill your horse if you did so.
Well, if it acts up, at least there's the threat of it. So
Act up and get squished.
I can swift action, I swear.
So you go about for about 20 minutes to the northeast and come upon a small pond that I think Percy's probably only saw because on the way here he spent a lot of time as a goose flying next to the caravan. So no one else would have seen it, but he had that higher vantage point.
Relevant goose fuckery.
Yeah, actually relevant goose fuckery.
Nice. Okay, so I guess during that hour in game time, I would like. For me, I think it takes an hour of meditating to redo my spells. If that's, can we do that, or is that prepare my spells?
Yeah, you can prepare different spells. It won't replenish your spell slots,
Okay.
but you can change what you have prepared in your remaining spell slots. You still need to rest in order to get your spell slots back.
That makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do anything else anyway, so I might as well change this Fairy Fire to something attacking, I guess.
I can also change my spells out, right?
No. So Alaric like scoops up a bunch of the water with the wok, pulls out a ornate looking silver mirror, and whoever had the Krakus's bones, I guess he'll motion for you to give them to him, and starts chanting things over the water, like swirling the bones in the water, with the mirror like floating in the center. After some time, about an hour, like we said, he motions for the rest of you to come over and gaze into the water. It begins to ripple and then fade away into a sort of screen where you can see, and then we cut over to our imperiled pair. Let me actually move you. I forgot you guys weren't looking at the same thing I'm looking at.
Oh dear. Oh, I don't like how big this map is, Dal.
I thought that was Gary Coleman for a second.
I assure you, this map is bigger than it needed to be.
God damn it, I'm trying to get sad.
What you talking about?
So the basement that you find yourselves in is humid and dark, lit only by the flickering light of the candelabras dancing across the stone. The sound of feet shuffling on dirt fills the air as the smell of the dead fills your noses. There's a staircase on either side of the long space with several alcoves interspersed along the length, filled with various crates and boxes and things. Directly ahead of you, like here-ish, it looks like one of these walls has been knocked down. The portal that was behind you has now closed. It was set in the wall, leaving you looking out to several humanoid, both living and undead. Krane is over here. being like held up by light brown skinned halfling man.
God, I have so little things I can do. Krakus, why don't you go first? Okay. Do I see any windows?
God damn it! No, there are no windows.
Is the dude still fucked up?
Oh yeah, I mean he's being helped, or like held up to his feet because he is not in great shape.
Kill it.
He motions
Let it be known that
to.
he's also covered in poop. I want to keep that.
That's true.
Oh,
I don't
he's
want to
covered in
erase
poop.
that canon, but he is covered in feces.
He may be annoyed enough that he has to do that. He has to be covered.
He's covered in poop.
Crane motions to the woman next to him to also take his other arm, and then turns his head to the halfling next to him.
Yard, make a run to the Marshflower Sanctuary and get me something for these wounds. I can ill afford the rest here for long. The rest of you, deal with them.
Um,
And they
Can
start
I-
heading out.
do I know where the Yodflower Sanctuary is?
Yellow flower.
Yellow flower. Man, I
I'm
really
sorry.
misheard that.
The marsh flower sanctuary. Sorry.
Marsh flower. Man, I don't know what I. Okay, whatever. Do I have any idea where that is?
Give me a knowledge. You could give me a knowledge religion or a knowledge local.
I'm gonna do local since I am trained in that.
Okay, with a 19, I think you've heard of it. You don't know too much about it, but it's a house of healing in the town of Freewold.
Okay. How far is that from where we were?
Give me a knowledge geography.
Don't have it trained.
Then you know it's in the same general area, but you don't know anything more specific than that.
Cool.
It's not the other side of the world, at least.
Okay, cool. Dope. Incredible. I have 7 HP. Are any of them okay? So they're running. Then who do I see left in front of me?
So there are a number of skeletons and a couple of other undead floating around. I guess for clarity, skeleton, zombie. There's an orcish man and a human man over here.
Okay.
And you can't see the rest of the space.
Okay, cool. What do I have prepared? Shit, dude. Oh, shit, dude. I also used my fucking witch bolt for the day. Are any of the undead, have they already started sort of heading towards to fight us?
Yeah, I think as soon as Crane said the rest of you deal with them, sort of with a motion of his hand, the undead all sort of dramatically slowly turned their heads and started
Great.
rotating to face you. This man
Hang on, I was
is
alt-tabbed.
going
Which
to
man?
he's going to turn and say, "You can handle this. I'll be upstairs dealing with the ones up there." and head out the other direction.
Okay.
And I think it's time to roll initiative.
I think it is. Do I remember how tough these zombies were? Or the Skellimans?
The skeletons all folded with fairly little effort. The zombies
Okay.
took a little bit more, but not that
Okay.
much, honestly.
Um,
You would know that they both of them have some resistance to damage, but they do not resist the same kinds of damage.
okay, cool.
And magic bypasses all of that, so you may not care, but
I'm gonna pull out my great sword.
it's okay. Excuse me?
I'm fighting with you. I don't know. I'm panicking. I'm trying to deflect with humor. Okay.
You still have spell slots left, yeah?
I have 3 first level spell slots left. In them, I have prepared Identify, Comprehend Languages, and Magic Missile. I have no second level
Wow.
spell slots, and I've used my my ring to cast Witch Bolt on Crane already. But
Alrighty.
I have a couple get out of jail cards that are either going to work or not. Am I the first in initiative or no?
I don't know yet. I'll let you know in a
Okay.
minute.
Cool. All right, team. I have 2 things. One of them won't work on the undead because it's mind altering, which is a scroll of hypnotic pattern. The
It's a
other
good
is
scroll
a
to have,
scroll
though.
of a scroll. The other is a scroll of burning hands, which, if I can get a few of these guys in a cone, could be a real lifesaver with the action economy. Ooh, Krakus, no. Then I'm pretty much at 1 magic missile and a bunch of cantrips. What cantrips do I have even?
Jolt.
Jolt, Prestidigitation, Read Magic, and Dancing Lights.
Question.
Go for it.
The Scryan people, are we watching all of this?
No.
Okay.
You're seeing none of this because your thing, it took an hour to prepare this scry spell. So you're gonna scry on the results of this, yeah.
You're either going to see our bodies or whatever nonsense we get up to.
Yeah.
If they have some way to segue and us getting back together if they
Or
want.
both. 4K duels.
I
This is true.
understand the timeline. I understand the timeline now.
I just need to. Okay. I have another get out of jail card, but I don't want to play it yet. I don't even want to say it out loud yet. And I really hope my quote tweet doesn't come true this quickly.
I do gotta say, I'm kind of curious to what happens with the magical shit that the Seekers put on our arm when we die. I just want to know what happens. Do they know where the body is? You know, just
I would love to make an Arcana check on that, but I don't think I'm going to have much opportunity to. I don't know that would occur to Elantra. Well, actually,
I mean, at some point, probably. Right now, maybe not.
yeah, I think in this moment, Elantra is just going through spells that they have and what they can do.
Elantra is like Doctor Strange on Infinite War when he says like bazillion realities. Like he's just going.
That's how he thinks. Yeah, he thinks like a bunch of turkeys. Just
yeah. That's how everyone thinks.
we're learning a lot about Welby today.
Okay. So, it is my turn first.
Oh, good.
Pretty bad news for y'all, unfortunately.
Yep.
this fight
I
gonna.
mean, this could be over within a round if 2 people go before us and roll okay.
Yeah.
Time for
You guys
popcorn.
are so fucked. I'm laughing because I'm scared. It's tragic.
Okay, so first, the orc is going to actually he's just going to back up and sort of like push this zombie next to him, like directing him forward, and sort of cockily remark, "Get 'em, boys," and then pull out a crossbow, just in case. Then this archer is going to walk over here around the corner and take aim at Krakus. Okay, that was a critical threat, but failed the confirmation, so it's just a hit.
Oops. I thought that would X out that menu.
You're just going first. Just might as well.
I had to turn on my shoe aura.
Oh fuck! You have the shoes. We're gonna lose the shoes
I have the shoes and the cloak, yeah.
and the cape. Oh fuck!
Okay,
now,
so
now
that
I bet's invested.
he
Now I bet
loses
doesn't
an
wanna give up.
he loses an arrow from his short bow, which sticks in Krakus's shoulder for 1 point of damage because
Oh,
it
thank the
was
fucking Lord.
because it was reduced by his resistance.
Thank
That's
the fucking
so
Lord.
lucky.
God. What do I
Now
have?
it is
What can I
Elantra's
do?
turn.
Okay. Pulling out a potion is a move action, right?
Correct.
Okay. Can I pull out a potion as my move action? Then can I take I can take a 5-foot step to here, right?
Yes.
And can I catch this guy, and this guy within a 15-foot cone from there?
Let me brush up on my cone shapes real quick.
Drawing a cone is weird. It was not made though. This one though.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay, so you can do
Like that shape, right? but the other way. So I guess it'd be.
You can do that. Or let me change colors.
This is where I was.
Those are the sort of shape options you have.
Okay. So if I'm, can you move the orange one as though I were standing here, or the lime green one as though I were standing here?
I was about to question a lot because I did not think that was orange.
No, I'm just losing my fucking mind. So if I'm here, it would get.
Krakus is going to
Fine.
show up a little late.
I could get these two. Ah, shit, dude. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do Burning Hands this turn then. I will.
I'm going to save these for later.
Oh, the shapes. I thought you were terrifying me just in general. Fuck. What is it? What is drinking a potion in terms of action economy?
It's either a standard or a move. Which for this turn is functionally the same since you have to pull it out as a move.
Okay. What kind of weapon is this guy holding?
This one?
Mhm.
He just has a like broken short sword.
Okay, but like a melee weapon.
So, yeah, you actually wouldn't recall because you weren't there. But when you guys fought zombies before, they mostly just like hit with their arms because they're save for a couple. They had damaged weaponry.
Okay, cool. But it doesn't have anything ranged.
Correct. The only one with a ranged weapon that you've seen is that guy, and this guy pulled out a crossbow.
I expect that these three, the two Skellymans and this Zombol over here, are all going to close in on us, right?
Not a bad bet.
I think I'm gonna pop a potion. What's that? 1d8 plus 1, right?
Yep.
Come on, big money. Fuck me, really?
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's the least fortunate.
It literally doesn't get worse.
That was 2, right? Not even 3? Cool. Up to 9 HP. I don't think any of them are going to make me make a saving throw for anything. So I think that is my turn. God, that is abysmal. That fucking healing. Yeah, I think that's my turn.
Okay, you're gonna stay there. You do still have a 5-foot step if you want to go somewhere else positionally.
Can I castle like in chess with Krakus where I end up in the corner and he stays where he is?
No, unfortunately.
Then
Oh god. Okay.
out of character, do I know that I have more HP than Krakus? If that's true.
No, I mean you just have approximates.
Okay.
You both look pretty fucked up.
Then yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna I'm sorry. I was gonna 5-foot step in that corner so they had to all be in a cone in front of me.
Okay. Then this zomboid is zombie minotaur is going to shamble up to you and raise his arms for an attack. Okay. That was another critical threat, but failed confirmation, so it's just a hit. 2
You might
nat
have just
20s
died.
in a row.
It could still kill me.
So he raises his arms up and brings them down across your head for 9 points of damage, bringing you to 0 HP.
Yep. Smile.
At exactly 0, you are, I believe, disabled. Not yet unconscious.
Play that. Play that.
Don't keep playing, buddy.
So at this point, you gain the staggered condition.
Staggered
You
condition.
can take... So staggered normally means you can take either a move or a standard. Since you're at 0 HP, you can take a move action just fine, but if you take a standard action, you will take 1 point of damage after completing the action. Unless that activity increased your HP.
Okay. Okay, I see. So as long as I don't take any more damage before my next turn, I can pop a potion as my next standard action.
If you already have one in your hands.
Oh. I know, but I can take a move action to get it, and then the turn after that, once I'm dead, I can drink it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, another skeleton. This one walks up and is going to swing an axe at Krakus. And that's a miss. Lucky. That makes it Krakus' turn, actually.
Come on,
What does Krakus have? I think he's all spent on healing stuff. Yeah. He's just gonna swing his big ol' sword at this skeleton and see what happens, I guess. No way to get sneak attack or anything. Unfortunate. 12 does not hit.
Oh, so 12 hits me, but not them? That seems kind of unfair, Dal.
So Krakus is going to 5-foot step towards you. And that's it. Not looking great, but... okay, more skeletons. Another Minotaur skeleton steps up, raising a large sword to swing at Krakus. $16, I don't think hits. No, it does not. It's another miss.
Nice. Come on, Krakus Bone Cage, the hero of
2,
time.
3, 4, 5.
First of his name.
6.
Lord of the Realm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, another skeleton, another zombie come from around the corners where you could not have seen them before. And we come back to the archer, who is going to level their bow once again at Krakus. Okay, that's another miss. It clangs harmlessly off of Krakus's ancient but well-kept armor. The orc in the back, seemingly satisfied with how things are going, is just going to continue watching for now. Elantra.
Okay.
You are not dead yet.
How does casting from a scroll work?
Oh boy.
Do I need to have the scroll out, or?
Yes, you do need to have the scroll out.
Okay, so it would take a move action to take it out of my pack, presumably.
So I've ruled in the past that you can you could take two things out at the same time. So if you want to say that you
Then
pulled it out when you pull out the potion last
pulled out
round.
the scroll.
Yeah, as long as they're both like things you can hold in one hand, then you can have pulled out the scroll at the same time you pull out the potion last round.
Cool. I am going to cast Burning Hands to hit as many of these dudes as I can. I think I can get everybody but the archer. But I might be that might be incorrect.
So I think you get those three or those three.
Which of them look the weakest? Can I tell?
So the three in the, let's say, purple cone are all skeletons who have less. They have been less resilient than the zombies on the whole.
Okay.
So and in the green one, it's two skeletons and a zombie.
But they were the ones who threatened criticals against us, right? Are in the green cone?
Actually, it might have been the. Oh no, yeah. It was the zombie and the archer that threatened the criticals. So yeah, in the green
Okay,
cone.
so I would think that they are bigger threats.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Burning Hands in the green cone.
Okay. Now that is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from the zombie in front of you.
I'm already dead at the completion of this action anyway.
That's true. You're unconscious, but not necessarily dead.
Okay, good joke.
Okay. So I gotta make some reflex saves here.
Oh, I need to roll one more d4. I am a higher level than when I put the spell into my sheet. Hell yeah.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So that's 12 points of damage on a failed save, and then it's half on a succeeded save, I assume.
Correct. DC
Yeah,
15.
reflex half. Okay. And then I'm gonna roll this attack of opportunity against you.
And you're gonna miss.
10.
Misses.
Nice. Very nice.
First attack that's ever been below my AC.
So the zombie in front of you succeeds on the save. The two skeletons fail. Kind of the opposite of how you wanted that to work out, but...
Saves lovey.
So, with your like final breath, what does this look like as you raise the scroll and let loose fire?
I think Elantra is sort of grabbing like a bleeding wound along their ribs and kind of pulls their hand away, and like a bunch of blood gets on the scroll, and they're just reading what I presume is Draconic. And as they do, they just like throw a panicked glance at Krakus, and flame alights forward, sort of as they breathe out from the scroll. consuming the paper or the parchment and then lighting in front of them in this like weird, eerie, very arcane blue firelight. And then as they do, they sort of collapse with like bits of ember floating down over them.
And with that, two of the skeletons, the ones caught at the back of the flames, are completely engulfed and fall almost entirely to dust on the ground. Whereas the zombie directly in front of you, perhaps getting a little bit more notice that this was coming their way, partially gets out of the way and is only gets like their skin burnt off on the left half of their bodies as they got partially to the side. And Elantra drops unconscious. So you've been here before, but as a reminder, now that your hit points are negative, you are dying. You will lose 1 HP per round until you either die or are stable. You die when your HP reaches the negative, your negative Constitution score.
What is my con score? My con is a 2. So I'm at -1 right now, or I'm at 0 right now?
You're at -1. At the conclusion
Cool.
of that spell casting, you dropped to -1.
So at the end of my next turn, I will die.
Con score, not con mod.
Con score.
Yeah, con
Oh,
mod would
okay.
be brutal, but con score
I got
gives you a
15.
bit more leeway.
Okay.
You could still take damage from attacks as normal if you are targeted in that way.
So I have 13 HP before I'm dead.
On your subsequent turns, you will be making Constitution checks to attempt to stabilize yourself.
Okay.
Which would stop you from... You'd still be unconscious if you do that, but you'd no longer be losing HP automatically. You wouldn't be
Hi,
getting any
Garrett. My
worse.
D&D character's dying. I'll be a corpse of a man soon.
So, that was Elantra. That leaves us with the zombie that just got lit up, actually, is going to go. It's going to turn over to Krakus and swing at him. That is another critical threat and failed confirmation roll.
Insane.
Absolutely
Truly insane.
unreal. The dice want you dead. But because it's a failed confirmation roll, it's not the end of the world. The problem is... Oh, actually, it is the end of the world. Because this is bludgeoning damage, it bypasses Krakus's damage reduction.
Oh.
And it was 7 points of damage, which reduces Krakus to 0. Putting him in the same position that you were.
Can I attempt a shenanigan?
Give me this shenanigan and I will respond after that.
I am a panicked wizard, or I was while I was still conscious. Would it be reasonable that I had sort of haphazardly grabbed this scroll and potion from my pack, and that the other potions that I had are now sort of rolling out of the back now that I'm collapsed on the ground? Within Krakus grabbing range?
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, okay. There's something there.
So what do you have that would be falling out?
In my pack are there are now 3 potions of Cure Light Wounds and a scroll of Hypnotic Pattern, and then like bedroll, belt pouch, flint and steel, that kind of shit. But I think that the potions and the scrolls would have been on top because they're the things I'm going to need to access most readily in combat.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Roll 1d4 to see how many of those, between the potions and scrolls, how many of those things fall out. All of them. Okay. So there's 3 potions on the ground. And a scroll. Scroll a bit useless to Krakus, but the potions potentially. The problem is it is still an action to pick it up, which provokes an attack of opportunity. It's also not Krakus' turn yet.
Yeah.
So we'll see if this even matters, but the skeleton in front of him is going to take a swing because he is still standing. It's Krakus' that is.
Is Krakus 0 HP?
He's exactly 0. That is a miss. Krakus still able to barely heft his sword up and knock the blow out of the way.
I can hear the sad anime music.
Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Now I can hear it twice.
So, if he bent down to pick something up, it would provoke an attack of opportunity from 3 things. No, 2 things. No, actually 3, because the zombie just got its turn back. So, it would be all 3 things. And then he wouldn't be able... He'd still have to survive another round before he could drink it. Because he's staggered at 0. This is
Can
Harry.
he make an acrobatics check to dodge the attacks of opportunity?
No, because he's not moving through a threatened square. He's just like
he's
bending over to
reaching.
pick a thing up.
What if he does that acrobat?
So now I'm weighing whether it's worth it for him to attempt to just kill these things one at a time. Or at least kill like a couple of them so that it's safer to reach for it. This would be much easier if he had 1 hit point left. Then it would just be an easy thing. But being staggered, it is tough. Oh, I mean, here we go. If he tries to kill them, he falls unconscious. So
Yeah.
that's a standard action. So I think he has to take the move action to pick the thing up. So we're going to see if Krakus survives attacks of opportunity. The zombie swings and goes over his head as Krakus bends down.
Okay. 2 more.
Okay.
I don't like the way you said that. I think we should say that again in a different way.
No, this is good. So one of the skeletons, the big one in front of him, raises his sword and brings it down, but at the same time the Krakus is standing back up, potion in hand, and the force at which Krakus stands back up, he catches like on the round part of a pauldron and just knocks the blade completely out of the skeleton's arm because he rolled a nat 1.
Oh shit!
Nice.
I've never been so excited for something so unlikely to happen.
I was already planning like the funeral. I zoom out so hard.
Oh no, still keep planning that. It's better to be prepared.
Okay, so that is what I'm going to use for empty hand, no weapon. And the other one missed as well. So Krakus, potion in hand, not
Holy
dead yet.
shit. Holy shit.
But still has to survive another round.
Oof.
Fair, only having to survive another round with a way to get HP back is way better than having to survive another
than
round and
guaranteed
no way to get
death,
HP
yeah.
back.
Okay, this Minotaur with the axe just missed an attack of opportunity, takes another wild swing, and Krakus like quickly swaps the potion to his offhand and parries the blow out of the way.
Let's go, Krakus. Boom,
Another
cage.
zombie is going to approach, though. Or rather, it already started approaching. It's going to get closer. Our orc in the back, a little bit more worried, but still, y'all are still very outnumbered, and one of you is unconscious. So, just going to leisurely load his crossbow
Right, you
from
bitch.
the back and
You
watch
shouldn't
on.
be worried. We're almost dead.
He's insurance. Elantra, that brings us to you. I need a death saving throw. That is a Constitution save. Or a Constitution check. You don't have a I know you don't have a Constitution save button.
That's a natural 20. I pop back up with 1 HP, right?
Unbelievable. Yes, on a nat 20.
Yes. Let's
you
fucking go.
are going to come up with 1 HP.
I was praying to Allie Beardsley the entire time. You have to know that.
But have
There-
you dropped all your shit?
Their magic
Yeah, I
comes
have.
up. Well, I mean, they dropped like potions and stuff out of their pack, but they still have a magic missile.
That's so big.
Holy shit.
So I don't know. This might even be a house rule, but I don't care. If it is, I'm not even going to check. You're 1 HP.
Holy shit.
So
Okay.
let me verify real quick. I think. Well, I don't know if that check happens at the beginning of your turn or the end of your turn. Technically, I'm gonna say for the sake of drama, it's the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
So you're gonna have your
I like
actions, but you are prone.
Okay. Shit. Standing up provokes, right?
Yes, it does. This and this just use their attacks of opportunity on Krakus.
Oh, okay.
So you
no
actually
one
don't need to worry
within-
about provoking right now.
Yeah. I don't know if the smart thing to do is to grab and take a potion right now. Or if I just try to magic missile and kill some of these dudes on us. Or if I use my abjurative thing to up our ACs. It's only 1 AC for a standard action, though, but it'll last us a few rounds. I read magic missile.
How many missiles do you get?
+1 missile for every 2 levels above first. So I think I get 2.
You get 2, yeah.
And what do they do? They do a D4? 1d4 plus 1? So I could... Do I think that's enough damage, potentially, to take out the skeletons? Or no? Or the damaged zombie in front of me?
You think a good roll could take out the skeletons, but probably not the zombie.
Okay. Unless I hit the zombie with both bolts.
Right.
I just don't know if having HP is more valuable.
Well,
I don't think I'll roll well enough to get enough HP that I'll stand more than 1 hit anyway.
yeah, if you let me before I say anything else, do you want my opinion?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I don't think you'll get enough HP on 1 potion for it to make a difference. So
Okay.
I think your options are magic missile and either double up on one of them or try and get good rolls and kill 2 of them. Or buff y'all's AC and hope you can survive long enough for Krakus to get 1 HP so he's got full turns again.
I just don't know if +1 AC does enough. I'm sorry, I'm taking forever. I'm just so stressed right now.
No, it's an important turn.
I think I just have to go for action economy. I think I'm going to, as my move action, I'm going to grab. Can I grab both a potion and the scroll?
Yeah. They're on the ground next
Okay.
to you. You can one in each hand.
Wait, no, because if I do that as my move action, I can't stand up.
Well, you could, but that would be the end of your turn if you did.
Yeah.
You can cast spells from prone.
Yeah,
I mean, Crane did it against you guys.
What did they get? What bonus do they get to hit me if I'm prone?
+4 melee, -4 ranged. But actually, the ranged guy is dead, so just the melee you have to worry about.
And so
So
would
that's
mean
pretty
they only have
significant.
yeah, they only have to roll like a 6 on the dice or something to hit me if I'm prone. Okay, so no, I will stand up and I'll cast magic missile. I have to say who I'm gonna hit before I roll the damage, don't I?
Yes.
I'm gonna go for the skeleton that's threatening both of us here. And this skeleton here.
Okay. Give me those rolls.
1d4 plus 1.
That's different.
I think I forgot the. Yeah, I just.
You forgot the letter D.
Yeah. So that'll be the disarmed skeleton, and that'll be the corner skeleton.
Okay. What do your magic missiles look like, by the way?
I think that they're like teardrop shaped, translucent, or like they look like essentially if you threw a glass teardrop shaped vase that was sealed on the end that was full of dry ice smoke. They sort of whip through the air. They can't take straight lines. They're always on like parallelogram. Yeah, parallelogram's the thing I'm thinking of. Parabola, the parabolic arcs. They sort of go out from each hand and then swing back across and slam into the two skeletons.
Okay, fantastic. They arc out as you stand up, crashing into the skeletons with a burst of smoke and energy. The disarmed one is very fucking hurt. Last legs, you could say. The other is doing slightly better, but also very hurt. So they are both still standing, however. And now it is time for you to get hit. The zombie directly in front of you is going to turn back to you after thinking it had vanquished you before. And slam into you with its outstretched arms. That is an 18 to hit.
Oh, that misses. It doesn't. I'm lying. I'm just praying.
You are going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. That puts me at -6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Okay, the disarmed skeleton is going to reach down for its weapon. And then
Does that provoke?
it does, but Krakus is staggered and cannot
Right.
cannot take advantage. So I'm gonna say it stepped over, picked up its thing, and then is gonna end its turn there. Because he knocked the sword back, and that makes it Krakus' turn. So he is going to try and drink the potion, which is going to provoke 3 attacks of opportunity.
Jesus Christ.
So we will go with the zombie Minotaur first. That is a hit.
Oh.
So raising the, like popping the cork off the bottle and raising it to, not lips, I guess, to his teeth, directly to his teeth. Krakus goes to drink this potion, and the zombie slams into his arm and chest, knocking him unconscious and tossing the potion to the side. So now I need you guys to give me like 3 minutes, just to like reshuffle the state of things, and then we'll like time lapse to the scrying. So if anyone needs to go to the bathroom, now would be a good time.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
I'm gonna go curl up in the corner for a minute.
Who can do that? Who can just go to the bedroom right now? Oh, they're dead. They're all dead. I'm gonna scream at my family to discount my rage. I'm not just gonna go. I'm just gonna ask them to go talk in the living room and on the kitchen that is like sharing the fucking wall with me.
throwing up on that carpet.
Hello? It's me, the ghost of your bad
Obama?
decisions.
Back.
I haven't exhaled that wasn't a sigh for like 20 minutes now.
Yeah, it sucks. Either you're gonna make another mage or wizard, or what do you
I
think?
have no idea.
Hmm?
I technically have
I'm back.
2 more or less finished characters that are already in the Seekers, but
At least everybody's level 4 now. Like, so it's not like you're losing. Well, you are losing a level, but not like a full level.
yeah.
Yeah, because there's been at least 4 campaigns now, right? So every
Yeah.
character that's not in should be level 4.
Yep.
Quirkus died and he was not here.
I
think
have
if
not
I-
built any other characters if Aram ever dies.
I think I got if the druid dies for whatever reason, I might roll cleric, but we'll see.
Clerics are so cool.
I love clerics.
I don't know how cool they are in Pathfinder versus 5e, but at least in 5e they're super rad.
I mean, they're pretty versatile. Depending, even like there's so many domains you can pick from. That like
Yeah,
you could
you-
just be the heal bot and be life domain, but there's so many other domains.
Yeah, you can do a lot of cool things as a cleric. They're extremely flexible.
I was reading into Hunter just because I like the concept of teamwork.
Hunter
feats.
looks cool.
Yeah, I like the concept of teamwork feats, and Hunter can do teamwork feat with their pet, and that looked fun.
Yeah, Jester's character it's not a hunter, but it's doing hunter-esque things.
Yeah, it's like a wild kid brawler or something.
Wild child brawler, yeah.
Eh,
So
I read
he
that
also is
class.
going to pick up a feat that lets him extend teamwork feats to his companion and do that stuff.
Yeah, that's really fun. Teamwork feats, they all look really fun.
I like the hunter that can make their pet the celestial version.
That is just a feat that you take.
Oh, that's a feat. I
actually.
thought
Yeah.
there was an archetype for that.
I think you have to be an Aasimar, and then you can take that feat to upgrade your animal companion
okay, so if
to
you're
a
not
celestial.
an Aasimar, you have to take the archetype.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, because that was what my hunter was in that one game that we
Oh, I forgot about
played
that.
partially. Yeah, it was I had a celestial tiger.
That was rad.
It was pretty dope.
If I die, I'll just make a ninja. It's like roguelite.
I'm waiting to see if Dolph gives me my raccoon folk. So I could be a raccoon hunter. Or a
Those are the
raccoon
ones with the huge balls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a raccoon barbarian. That sounds
Well,
cool too.
I'm gonna tell you right now that while they're still on the potential list, they are not. I know what the next 2 races are going to be, and neither of them are raccoon folk. So
Oh my god! Did you update the next patch? The 2.2.
yeah,
Wait, 1.2?
content drop.
The 1.2? I think it's 1.2, right? The first drop was the construct thing.
No, elephant
The-
folk were the first drop. Technically,
Oh, so 1.3.
yeah, Krizits were the second.
The second one, yeah. I forgot the elephants were like a later addition. Is everyone here?
I mean, like physically.
How close are Elantra and Krakus to actually fully dying?
A round is 6 minutes, or sorry, is 6 seconds. Then in just under a minute, I'll be dead.
I see.
48 seconds. And I could, of course, roll 9 times to see if I get a natural 20, but I don't know that it would make any difference because I don't have anything left that I could do.
Okay.
You just keep coming back with 1 HP to get bonked again.
If you can do that for an hour and a half, we might make it.
Well, it depends on traffic, and you know how it is this time of day.
I mean, these portal lanes, they fill up at about 5 o'clock, you know? But maybe we can get in the HOV lane in the portal.
So we fade to black on Elantra and Krakus both dropping to the ground unconscious. And then sort of time skip to back to the rest of the group who are now gazing through a warps. Oh my god! Now gazing through the the shimmering image in this walk that Alaric has summoned, and it hovers over the head of Krakus Bone Cage.
I think I see Krakus. That. Oh no.
What's
No,
happening?
no, no. Oh, I don't want to say. Just look.
It hovers over the image, or the image of Krakus Bone Cage and Hyundai Elantra being tied up.
Oh.
By a human woman. So you can see 10 feet around the person you're scrying on. So you can just barely see her. Yeah.
Oh my god, are they hostage? Where is this? Can we even find out where this is? And like I'll just like study the image and try and see if there's any sort of hint as to where it is, and just is it like a limited time we can see this, right? It's only like an X second window.
It's a period of minutes.
Okay.
So you have a little bit of time to study around. The sensor that's floating above Krakus can sort of pan around, but the image fades past 10 feet as if you were in fog.
They can see the tattoo that Elantra has that always displays their current location, right?
Yeah.
That would be a handy one to have, but unfortunately you do not. It does show a as it sort of pans around, you can see markings on the stone wall behind them. Give me a knowledge local check. It's like a crest. So give me a knowledge local check to see if you can identify it. Or knowledge nobility, I guess.
All of us, or just Percy's?
All of you can. You're all looking into the scrying pool, I assume, unless you specifically do not want to.
No, I'm definitely looking.
Wait, which knowledges are the options?
Local or nobility?
I did a local just because I have the check mark on it.
Fuck.
I don't have it, so.
I rolled a 3.
Only the knowledge guy hadn't gone through the portal.
Okay. You do not none of you recognize the crest on the wall. But you do notice on the hands of the woman that's tying them up a image of a snake on her left hand, which is something that at least one of you noticed on Callum Krane as well.
Can I pull out my that monocle of the knowledge stuff and start pointing at the, or does it work through Scry
Ooh.
like that, or does it not?
It absolutely works through Scry.
Oh, I have it.
Oh, you have it, yeah. There you go. Try that.
Okay.
Yeah. I do it. I use the Alexa. The whole time that I'm looking at the thing, like using the Alexa and shit, I'm like whispering "fuck, fuck, fuck, fuck."
The monocle remains silent, save to identify the tattoo as a serpent.
What
It
about the
unfortunately does
crest?
not know anything else.
What about
Worth
the
a
crest?
shot.
Does he know anything about the crest?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, Baden Skycorn, a man of books, not a man of the world.
I guess I'll study the
Um,
whole time. I really don't. I mean, there's nothing we can do from that side.
After a few
Can I-
moments,
The walls are dirt, right?
the walls are stone, the floor is dirt.
Is it crazy if I try to like point the Alexa to one of those things and see if the dude knows like the general region where this dirt is?
Ugh, oh boy.
Dirt?
That's gonna be very, very hard, but I will see what I can do. Or rather see what the monocle can do.
Yeah, so we can have like, oh, this dirt is more like in the north, or this stone it's more of a formation of the south. So we have like general directions. I don't look from. I'm not
Yeah,
looking for
that's a
specific.
2 on the die. It's not gonna. That is dirt.
Yeah, there is dirt. There's for sure. Dirt.
Well, shit.
Well, that was
Dirt.
worth a shot. I thought it was really smart.
Yeah, no, that was a good idea. Unfortunately, the dice say no.
If only it was like one of those fucking geoguesser freaks was in the monocle.
Yeah, that was why I had the idea, because people geographs find stuff by looking at dirt.
After a few minutes, say about 2 minutes, this woman's securing the bindings on the pair, who are now back to back on the ground, sat up. Callum Krane enters the area. You can see him just on the edge.
Wake them up.
And the woman leans down, pulling out a pouch from which she scoops like some sort of cream substance and spreads across the chests of both of you. I guess the rib cage of, or the sternum bone of Krakus and across Elantra's chest. And then pulls out another vial, pops the cork off of it, and waves it in front of both of your noses. And the two of you awake at 1 HP, bound. And then the human woman backs out of the frame.
Are we gagged as well, or just
I
bound?
study the woman's face.
You are
Just
not
like
gagged, but your hands are bound. All of your equipment has been taken, including your spellbook, but not your
okay.
not your ring.
Okay, good to know.
I guess very quickly, from this angle, Elantra, there's a faint glow in this room. Around that corner, you can see just the edge of it. It's not. You haven't seen this particular magical aura yet, though. So it's new, whatever it is.
Have they added any windows?
They have not.
Okay.
I would have had both of you simply destroyed for wasting my time, but those above me wish to have some answers, so... Who are you?
My name is Hyundai Elantra. And they just sort of stare, not breaking eye contact.
Who are you working for?
Our business is our own.
You made it my business when you attempted to interrupt my work and kill me.
I guess that's kind of fair. I try to pull my left hand where it's visible and just sort of try to look if I can see the sigil at all?
Yeah, you can sort of like wiggle around and look behind your back. There is nothing visible on your hand.
Okay, cool.
So, who sent you?
We work for a rather large force of mercenaries. Do I think he would know who the Seekers are?
Probably.
Okay.
They're fairly well known.
Do I think that the name would carry any weight to help or hurt us here?
Give me a sense motive check. I should probably open up Callum's character sheet. Huh?
Starts with an S. Oh, great! I have a huge modifier to that. +2.
Okay, with a 17, you think that it wouldn't like intimidate him to know that you're with the Seekers.
But it wouldn't make him immediately want to kill us either.
Right. Yeah. He seems like he would be fairly neutral to your association with them.
Cool. In that case, I'll be like, perhaps you've heard of the Seekers of the Jade Oath?
I have. Well, what business do they have with the left hand?
Have I heard of the Left Hand before?
Give me a knowledge local check. No.
Well, it was none until recently.
I'm sorry, what was that?
It was none until recently.
He sort of narrows his eyes at that.
Was our meeting chance then?
It's always a roll of the dice. What, guys? It's what my character would say.
It seems a mighty coincidence you would show up at the mausoleum while I was there. Who contracted you?
We deeply value the safety of our clients, and I'm not at liberty to say.
He just sort of sighs.
Listen, interrogation is not my forte, but if you tell me what I need to know, I can assure your end to be a swift one. If not, well, the Prime Observer has their ways, and they are neither quick nor pleasant. The left hand will know what we need. The serpent wishes it.
Do I know what he means by the serpent?
Just give me an intelligence check.
Good thing I'm smart.
You sort of put two and two together, and you think that given that both of these people have snake tattoos on their left hands, that the serpent is some sort of leader of this group.
Gotcha.
And so that tattoo sort of binds their allegiance or shows their allegiance.
So like a bunch of pals got matching tattoos for their necromantic organization. So I'm sorry, the last thing he said was the servant will know soon enough. Ask in regards to who we're working for, right?
Yeah, he essentially threatened to bring you somewhere else to someone who is better at interrogation than he.
I can tell you they're scholars.
Ah, so they must be. They must be the coterie that Yard was working with. Very interesting. I have to say, a bit surprised that they mobilized that expedition as quickly as they did. They pesky historical society I did not expect to be quite so quick to act.
Oh god. Sorry, I'm just double checking the duration of scrying to see when I should cut you guys off.
Research away.
What was the name of the town that he went to for medication? Actually, let me say this. Can I see the scrying beacon with detect magic?
Yes, actually, you can. It's if you look around, I'll say actually you probably got a glimpse of it when you like bent over to check your hand when you turned around because it's hovering over Krakus's head. So there is a small sphere hovering in the air over Krakus's head that the two humans that are interrogating you do not seem to be reacting to.
Cool. What was the name of the town that he said he was going to? Marsh.
He sent Yard to the Marsh Flower Sanctuary.
Marsh Flower Sanctuary. Okay.
And I will say, Krane looks in significantly better shape now. So you could probably expect that whoever he sent there, well, I guess you know who he sent there. He sent Yard there, is back, and because he sent them there for curatives.
You certainly seem better for wear. I trust that Yard's trip to the Marsh Flower Sanctuary was quick and successful. And I like spit some blood up.
Yes, well, it was enough to repair my wounds as well as get you in talking condition, but...
And I think this is where the scrying cuts off. So we jump back to the three of you and Alaric having looked in this pool. Alaric will turn to the rest of you. Yard, that is, he worked with us to when we were locating the mausoleum. Where did he say he lived? Everyone give me a knowledge local to see if you know anything about the sanctuary. Or knowledge religion. I said that was okay before as well.
Really
I don't
glad I
have
remembered
those.
that he told me those details. And then I remembered I could see magic.
Really like to roll high today at some point.
Okay. Well, yeah. Neither of you recognize the name. Alaric is just like racking his brain, repeating the name Yard over and over again, trying to remember something.
Wasn't there did he say something about a sanctuary? Could we talk about the sanctuary for a second? Because I don't.
Yeah, they mentioned the Marsh Flower Sanctuary.
Does the Marsh Flower Sanctuary ring a bell at all to you, Alaric?
Nat 1, it does not.
No.
No.
You don't have religion, do you, Perseus?
No, I didn't put a rank in like an idiot.
Okay.
Yeah, next time we level up, we're all putting points on knowledge shit.
Oh yeah.
I did that last level up. I'm just not rolling high.
Yeah, unfortunately, the dice do have to agree that you know something as well.
Which is quite frankly bullshit.
Yeah.
After a few, like maybe like a minute or two of Alaric just racking his brain in the corner.
Free something? The town was called Free something.
All of you, if you have knowledge geography, give me one of those checks to see if you recognize the name of a place with
have that?
free in the name.
I have it, but it's not good. Let's see.
Hey,
Wait, we got
Let's
information?
go. It's free real estate.
you both recognize the name of a small town called Freewold.
Does free
Do we
roll
know
ring
where
a
it
bell?
is?
As soon as Percy says Freewold, Alaric like snaps his finger and points at you.
That's it! That's where Yard lived. He came over to Hallfeld when we were working on all this paperwork we found, all these records, and he went back to Freewold several times, and then didn't see him again after we started planning for the expedition. But Yard is not a particularly common name. It must be the same one, right? Could they be in Freewold?
Definitely worth looking into.
That's the only lead we have.
Okay, with those checks, you guys know that it is if at like a full gallop, it's like 2 hours away from here.
I guess we gotta go then.
Do we have enough horses to do that?
Yes, you guys took 2 of the 3 horses, and there are 4 of you, so you can double up and go. But probably the horses wouldn't be able to do much past that distance if you go at a galloping speed because they're carrying 2 people each.
Okay.
It's Diddy Mao.
Okay, it is. So you guys like quickly gather up your things and get on the horses and head out.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the play.
No, it doesn't look like I have a lot of health left.
Yeah. No, you don't.
You've got more than you've had there for a bit.
Yeah, so let's catch up real quick. Elantra and Krakus were beset by a bunch of skeletons. A valiant fight, but were taken down. You have now been revived, tied up, in this basement where you were questioned by Callum Krane. So you are tied up back to back. He wanted to know where you, or like who sent you, and what you knew of the left hand, which is nothing. Elantra put together that the left hand is probably led by a serpent or something. Someone called the serpent, at least, because all of these people have snake tattoos on their left hand, and Callum referenced it already. Elantra also saw a scrying sensor above your head that just expired, and sort of did their best to get as many keywords out into the air as possible, which was enough to give a lead to the 3 that are attempting to locate you guys.
Damn, okay.
If you are at your main PC, you the wrong mic is being used.
Shit, sorry, you can hear all my munching sounds.
It just sounds. It sounds like you're talking through a pillow.
Or a mouthful of food.
Okay.
Okay, so Welby, Percy's, and Aram are with Alaric galloping across the unresting barrens to the east towards the town of Freewold, where they suspect that the portal may have led, based on Yard living there, and Yard being here, or at least being name dropped a couple times here.
I love that you said Welby, Percy's, and Aaron, which implies that I'm on the story now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I looked down at the names the names in Roll20.
I was about to question that.
Yeah. Ivet, Percy's, and Aram.
No, that's canon now. There's like this tall, fat dude walking out. No weapons. Wearing cargo shorts.
Does anyone remember the question that I left off with? The last thing Callum asked? He was like mid-sentence, basically, when I cut the censor, but I forgot what I was saying.
I had just asked about the you cut like right after I finished asking about the fucking
the sanctuary?
Yeah, the sanctuary.
Yeah. Okay, so he said something to the effect of the trip was good enough to patch up his own wounds and to get you guys talking.
Yes.
I'd like to cast death on myself.
Do I sound
I don't know
normal
if it works that way.
now?
Yes,
you do.
Okay.
So we'll sort of picture the group of 3 galloping across the plains while we come back to the audio of this discussion happening.
So you don't know anything about our organization, but yet you are willing to lay down your lives to stop us. That seems illogical.
Stop is a strong word.
Well, of course you had no hope of stopping us. The left hand is unstoppable.
Even a can opener. Give them a normal Caesar, see what he can do.
God damn it.
You motherfucker, take this no pointy Caesars.
So Elantra, you notice the scrying sensor sort of blink out of existence.
I think I've been called a fool for my curiosity in the past, and I don't think it'll stop anytime soon.
Well, with that I can agree. A fool you certainly appear to be.
Nice rhyme.
He's rhyming.
I wish I could do that consistently and on purpose, because I'd love to do a rhyme, like a rhyme only NPC, but I sadly cannot.
Oh yeah.
Unlucky.
Yep.
Well, simple curiosity is why you were willing to die?
Just shrug as best I can through the bindings.
Yeah, if you want to struggle against the bindings, you can make an escape artist check.
No, just shrug.
Oh, shrug. I thought you said struggle.
Yeah.
Fine. Then it does not appear your organization will continue to be of any worry to us, and certainly not if you are dead. So, I will grant you the death that your curiosity so sincerely warrants. Katrina, deal with them.
And then he's going to walk off. And up
We're
the
left
stairs.
here with Katrina.
Katrina, yes.
Oh, okay.
She pulls out a knife from the inside of her jacket and approaches you.
Well, let's talk about this.
What is there to talk about?
What harm do we have to your organization?
Well, you tried to kill my boss. And you killed many of his creatures. We have need for those.
We were simply defending ourselves. We weren't there to destroy the left hand.
If it was simple self-defense, then you didn't need to jump through the portal and follow him. You could have simply let him be. He was leaving you alone.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Perhaps we were curious about the left hand's goals.
Well, as Mr. Krane said, then your curiosity will bring you death.
How is it that the left hand actually gets new members? If anyone's curious about the left hand and you just kill them, then how could the left hand ever grow? Aside from the dead folk, of course.
We have our ways. We approach those who are like-minded. Those who see the problems with the current systems. You two don't seem to be like-minded, so...
She'll take another step forward, and either of you want to do anything?
I don't know what to do.
As she readies her knife.
I can try to break out, I guess, or
Yeah, I think that's our play.
Yeah,
I think
give
trying
me
to
an
break out is our
escape
play.
artist.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Okay.
Escape
Yeah,
artist.
you
Oh,
are
I'm
you are
really-
tied with ropes together, so it's not like a unbreakable situation, but it's not going to be easy.
This would be the box of doom if ever there was one.
Yes, it would.
Oh, I'm sorry. I double clicked.
Okay. Give me a sec. Get my character out. Do I trust the computer today?
It rolled great for me, so...
I'm actually trained in escape artist.
Oh, nice.
here's what I want to try to do then, given this. We know that I can exchange body parts. So I want to try
Okay.
to detach some part of me that's held together with this rope temporarily to get out of it.
Incredible. Okay, so
That's so fucking rad.
you simply have your like arms tied together. Like the two of you, so there's 4 arms and a big mass and just like rope around it. You could just like fully detach an arm.
How about like, is it the arms that are tied together or just the hands? Like what point in the
It's
arm
like
can I do?
it like goes up to the forearm probably.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'd like to do that. I'll roll escape artist.
Yeah, give me an escape artist with advantage.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, I'm not even looking at your dice rolls. I'm just gonna say that you can get your arms off. How we've ruled this in the past, it only takes a move action for you to like fully replace a bone. So I think you can just pop your arms out of their joints.
Are we
Like, no
also
problem.
bound by our feet or anything? Like,
No, your feet are
could we
free.
like spider walk if we stood up and started walking around?
Your
for
feet
example?
are fully free. The only rope is around your arms, which ties them together behind your backs.
Okay, well then I'll just like, I'll just stand up and just like start walking it off, and I'm just out of the bindings then.
Okay, so she comes at you with a knife, and you just like pop your arms out and at the elbow and stand up. And she is like shocked. Oh, what? You have a moment to act while she is surprised. If you want to try and do anything, you don't have your weapon or anything, but
Right.
you do have nubs, I guess, at
Do
the
you have
elbow.
nubs? Let's see. What can I do? I'm assuming we have no gear or anything that was on us.
No, you've been fully disarmed.
Fully disarmed. No armor.
Well,
either?
your armor is still on, but
Okay.
your weapon and like any useful equipment you might have had in your
Can I
packs.
try to
are
just
off.
like? I just want to try to like tackle her.
Yeah,
something.
you could just tackle her. Give me a combat maneuver roll to tackle her. Okay, yeah, you're able to just launch yourself at her in this moment of surprise and take her fully to the ground with you.
Beautiful.
And the knife goes sliding across the ground. Elantra, with an 18, you're not quite able to get out initially, but now that Krakus has removed himself from the bindings, it gets a little bit looser because there's no longer that pressure of the arms like pulling apart to tighten it. So I think give me another check, and the DC's gonna be a little bit lower this time.
Escape artist. That's up here.
Okay, you are after just a moment or two able to get your arms free.
Dope.
This woman is splayed on the ground. Krakus on top of her. She's starting to get up by the time you get out, I think. Krakus, it's going to be difficult for you to stand up with only half arms, but I think you can do it. It just takes a little bit longer.
Okay.
I think that I'm going to. Fuck. I'm going to take a big steamy shit.
Interesting
you said
strategy.
I saw a magical glow over here, right? That I didn't recognize.
Yeah.
I think that's my best bet right now, so I'm gonna head towards that.
Okay, so as Katrina and Krakus are standing up to your feet, Elantra, you run over. You see there's a couple pieces of sort of discarded equipment, and the glow is coming from a shield.
Cool. Is any equipment useful or my spellbook? Besides the shield.
There is a closed chest over there.
Okay.
The opposite side of the
I'm gonna
room.
grab the shield.
None of the equipment you saw over there was yours or Krakus's, though, in that pile.
And then I think I'm gonna go for the chest. Just like, yeah. Just see if I
Okay,
can't
the
rummage through.
that chest contains Krakus's equipment.
Oh shit!
Incredible.
You want me to tell
I'm
you what I
gonna.
have? That might be
Um,
useful.
I would recognize it as yours.
You would for
yeah,
sure
you
at least
can-
recognize the sword, if nothing else.
Yeah, you can let me know what you got.
Okay. Let's see. Alchemical tar paper might be useful. Got some caltrips in there. Camouflage blanket. Iron spikes. A magnet. Let's see. A pull cord grenade. Some rope. Pocket knife. Whetstone. Wire. Wrist sheath. Empty potion bottles. And 2 human arms. And that's pretty much. Well, I've got some potions too: ant hull, erasing, book ward, and glue.
Oh my god, we just got way louder. Why did we just get way louder?
I think I would probably grab. I think I would just try to pull the chest over to Krakus and grab the rope to tie up Katwina.
God damn it. Yeah, okay, so you start pulling over the chest with one hand, the rope in the other. Krakus, you and this woman are now both on your feet. The knife has fallen to the ground. It's like over here.
Okay.
I think you two are about there. So what are you doing while Elantra's dealing with the equipment over there?
Probably try to tackle her again. Just try to keep interrupting whatever she's trying to do. Just buying time, really.
Okay, let's do this as like opposed strength checks between the two of you. So just give me a strength check.
Oof. But I'll do it.
She got a 9.
Oh.
Thank God.
So you two sort of lock up, and you're able to get the better of her, and you could like push her or pin her arms or move her around or whatever you need to do. But you've got the advantage in this situation and can control her until Elantra brings over the rope.
Cool.
Assuming you want to tie her up or something, Elantra?
Yes, that was the plan.
Does she appear to be a spellcaster of any kind? Like, would she be able to cast something with just her voice, for example? I don't know if we could tell that, but that would be nice to know.
I don't know that there's any way to tell by looking at her. You certainly, I mean, she came at you with a knife, but you haven't seen any like spellbook or anything, but that there are other kinds of spellcasters that don't use spellbooks, so it's hard to tell.
I would pose to Elantra to use some of the rope to sort of gag her a bit or something. Something to avoid her being able to say words, at the
We could
least.
do just so she can't raise alarm.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I want to try to tie a bitch up.
Fantastic. I think you just do that. I don't think there's a check involved. Not 100%.
There isn't in 5e at least. But
I think if she's already being controlled, aka grappled, you can just do it.
Yeah, okay. I think I found it. It's the DC is just dependent on the combat maneuver bonus of whoever tied them up. So it's not based on you don't have to make a check ahead of time. Yeah, so you're able to tie her up and gag her. So she's got like rope going across her
her mouth, like pulling it all the way back, pulling her cheeks all the way back so she can't move her jaw at all, and her arms bound.
Brilliant. Are there any magical effects that I can do without my spellbook?
I mean, you still have available to you spell-like abilities and what your ring can give you, but you already used the spell in your ring, right?
I did. So that means I just have my detect magic up.
Yeah.
Cool. So I can't do any illusions to threaten her. I'm gonna grab the knife she had, just to have, and ask her if my equipment is on this floor. And nod yes or no.
She just sits there and like clenches her teeth at you as best she can with the rope in her mouth.
Cool. Krakus, we should keep us somewhat out of sight for a minute until I can try to get my things.
Yes.
And I'm going to sort of sneak around to try to find look for magic glows of my things. And then I'd also like to try to get the school off of this shield that I've got.
Okay, give me the Knowledge Arcana for the shield real quick. Oh, easy. It is a faint transmutation aura.
Cool.
And now that you're taking a closer look at it, it's a heavy steel shield with an image of a mountain proudly embossed on the surface, but it's bearing lots of signs of aging and battle. It has been around for a long time, clearly, and it has seen a lot of combat.
Do I know anything about that mountain sigil? Does it stick out to me as anything that I would recognize, or just it is what it is?
Give me a geography check, knowledge geography.
Not trained.
Then no, it's a mountain.
Cool.
I got knowledge geography.
Yeah, you can take a look at the shield and give me a knowledge geography check to see if you recognize it. Nope.
Just a mountain.
I'm going to give the shield to Krakus since I can't use it anyway.
I can't hold it right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah, I mean, with
back.
her tied up, you now have some time to like reattach yourself. You have your two arms, which are, I guess, sort of on the ground now that Elantra's out of the ropes as well.
I'm gonna.
And you also have
pick up Krakus's arm and put the shield in his hand, and then attach his arm to him.
Yeah, you also have the two arms that you broke off of the other skeleton, which are in the chest that just got dragged over to you.
Yeah, I need some time, but I might be able to use those to heal a little bit.
You have not had a chance to clean those off yet, and like properly prepare them, so it would take at least an hour to do that.
Question: would prestidigitation work for cleaning those things off?
I think that prestidigitation could accelerate the process, but it would still take like a half hour for each bone.
Okay, cool.
I think
because there's stuff to do with it apart from simple cleaning.
I think as long as Christina's tied up, we might have enough time to just stick around for a bit.
Yeah, I don't want to push our luck.
Yeah, I mean you can also reattach your existing arms. You just won't heal you any.
Yeah. I'll do that first, certainly.
Do I see any glows of my things or anything like that?
Yeah. So as you move around this this basement area, you spot familiar glow in the chests in this little alcove.
I'm going to.
I didn't see which alcove you pinged because I'm zoomed in too far.
That one.
Thank you. So yeah, I'll head over and start re-equipping myself.
Once I've got my hands back, I'd like to move Christina somewhere. Probably there.
Okay.
That's where
Just
we
so that
died.
she's not out in the open, you know?
Yeah, you can stuff her in the corner on a puddle of Elantra's blood.
Nice.
That's right where Elantra was standing when they dropped.
Oh, is this where we came in? Is this where we
Yeah, you guys were on
teleported?
this wall when you like stepped out of the portal and you opened to this big room. If you remember the description from the end of last episode,
Yes.
Crane was over there.
Okay.
And there were skeletons all filling this space. And there were a couple of other cultist people.
Damn, did we kill them all? How well did we do?
You killed a couple.
Okay.
But you came in with, I think, 7 and 8 HP, so...
Yep. All right. Okay. Well, is it assumed I get all my stuff back?
Yeah, all of your stuff is here.
Okay.
Including my scroll and my magic items and shit.
Yeah, they have all been all the stuff that you dropped and everything is split between these two chests in this alcove that you're in.
Cool. Actually, did they ever take my shoes off, or was I still wearing them?
They would have left your shoes on.
Cool. Okay.
I have a staggered status. Is that still true?
Sorry, that is not still true. That was from when you were at 0 HP.
Aha. Okay.
Miraculously, you both got dropped to exactly 0 HP and fought on for a little bit longer before dropping to -1. Okay, so you two find yourself effectively alone in this basement. There is, so Elantra, you're closer to this side, so you can sort of see that this staircase leads up to a closed door. And you know there's a staircase on the opposite side, but you can't quite see where that leads.
Okay.
All during this time, in our sort of picture-in-picture window, we have a pair of horses galloping across the plains. They're starting to get to a little bit more vegetated areas now, as it's been a bit of time. Still heading towards Freewold, where they think you might be.
Cool. I am going to, I think, first thing first, slowly and mindfully drink one of my healing potions, which gives me advantage in D8, doesn't it?
You wish. It does give you advantage on savoring the lovely cough syrup taste of a health potion.
It's exactly Robitussin.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you.
Is
Is Christina a human?
Whammies. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Nice. What was
The
that
exact
question?
opposite when you rolled
HP.
the last one.
You're full HP.
Fucking way better. I'm better than when I started.
What was the question, Krakus?
Is Christina human?
Yep.
I want her bones. So.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Someone left. Someone just gave up.
Okay, I mean, you approach a living woman tied up
Oh my god.
with a hunger for man bones in your eyes. I mean, she in this state, fully like tied up, she is helpless, so you can kill her if you want to. It just happens. There's no chance of her surviving if you decide that it's time for her to be dead.
You can just kill her and take her bones.
It will be a large effort to get the bones out of a living person, though.
Hey, I
Especially
got
if you don't have a
harvest
medical
parts.
club.
The medical club is on its way, but I'm not sure if it's going to be.
Look, we're both about to die. She was gonna kill us.
I can pick
There's
some
no
berries
reparation
instead.
For this person.
I'd rather just pick berries.
In the wise words of Adama, no amnesty. So I'm just gonna like.
Give me a perception check first before you
Okay.
do this. Undertake this endeavor.
Both of us, or
Undertaker. I like it.
Just Krakus, I think. Undertake, I did not intend that, but that is very
Yeah.
apropos for the scenario.
You guys.
He pulls up in a
Wait, I'm not gonna-
motorcycle.
I'm not there. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not there. I'm gonna say it.
Okay, you can see the pouch that she. I mean, you didn't see her wipe it on you earlier, but you see the pouch that she had scooped like a weird salve out of and rubbed it on you. There's still some residue of it on your sternum. While you were unconscious, she did this. It is still like partially full. It's like dangling off of her belt.
Okay. I'll snatch it. I will undo the rope from her mouth, and I'll hold my sword out and say, "Scream and you die. Where can I get more of this salve?"
Yard came back with it from the sanctuary.
I guess maybe sense motive. Not sense motive.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to detect a lie or something, yeah, sense motive would be the
okay.
thing to go for.
Fucking shit.
You think she's lying to you?
No. I bring the sword closer to her neck. It's either the salve or your bones start talking.
Oh, I'm telling the truth. It's what we used to heal you earlier. I swear.
And you're saying it's the only way to get it is at that mausoleum?
Sanctuary, she said.
What is that? I must have missed something.
So earlier on, Krane, actually like the very first thing that happened here, basically. Krane ordered someone named Yard to go to the Marsh Flower Sanctuary and pick up some restorative things.
Okay.
So you would recall that from when you first stepped through the portal.
How much of this salve is there? And if I use it all right now?
There's probably like 3 applications left of it.
Okay.
An application just being like you scoop out a bunch and wipe it on yourself.
Okay. I
wipe
will,
it on your wounds.
I'll go ahead and put the rope back in her mouth and step away and try to apply this salve to myself. All of it.
She lets out a sigh of relief as best as she can.
Spreading on your face like hair tonic or something.
I don't know what I'm doing with this stuff.
I like to think you're putting it in every cavity in your head.
Nice.
Just filling
Okay.
your eye and nose holes.
So is the fact that I get half healing due to a positive energy definity, or is it something to do with the mechanics of the heal?
It's the former.
Okay. Understood.
So magical healing is almost always a positive energy effect to sort of restore life to living creatures.
Okay.
Since you're sort of halfway there, you only get half the benefits of that.
Okay.
This is going to restore 29 points of HP.
Oh.
Cut in half.
Damn. Oh, damn it. Okay.
Right, so I have how many potions?
Yes,
do
I
have
did that.
left?
So you can round that up to 15.
Okay.
Hey!
Ooh.
I mean,
Practice-
1
Marcus
plus
never got
15,
to
so you'd be
drink
at
any.
16.
I mean, it's a 15 with DR reduction built into it too, so that does help a lot.
I still have 2 potions left, right? Because Krakus never got to drink any of mine.
Correct.
Do I go for another one?
Just make sure you don't think you're going to waste it because it's only half effective on me.
I think they're talking about healing themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
I have 10 HP to your 16, and I don't have DR. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do one more potion.
You also don't have 20 AC.
I also
Nor
don't
do
have
you have
20
damage
AC.
reduction.
Yeah, okay. We do one of these. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Above
That's how
average,
many-
some say.
That's how many
The-
HP
between-
I had.
Between those last two health potions for Elantra, I think that's more than Percy's has ever gotten back from potions. Since he has a tendency to roll 1s and 2s.
Yeah, I get my bad rolls out of my healing potions for
Yeah.
some reason. That's where just decided to lay.
Elantra's efficiency on health potions is actually insane. I think they've rolled like 7s and 8s every time, except for that one that was tragic in mid combat. Which makes sense in the RP because they were fucking shaking their boots, so they just poured
Splashed
a
a bunch of it,
themselves. Yeah.
Got Gatorade, like jug.
What else have I found walking around down here? Do I see anything useful, anything I would recognize?
So there are a couple of undead that didn't make it. Like there's some skeletons that sort of fell apart. There's a more flesh covered corpse around as well. None of them seem super old. There's a dry well over here. And the other stuff just looks like various supplies. I think it is notable that there's like drag marks across the dirt in moving out of these sections that are clear that look like stuff has been moved out of here somewhat recently, like to make space. And there's there's the remnants of markings on this wall. There might even still be a little bit of leftover aura from where that portal was.
But I don't notice anything like magical or any other nonsense.
No. The only unrecognized magical aura was the shield that you found already. So. And you don't see any on Katrina.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to have a better chance to use the identify spell than right now, so I'm going to identify that shield real quick.
Okay. So give me a spellcraft check.
Did you give me that shield?
Yes.
Okay.
Spellcraft.
Okay.
Plus 10 on that because I'm casting identify spell.
Whoa, plus 10 on that? Then
Yes.
you're going to get fucking everything.
When else am I going to get to use the identify spell today? I only have one leveled spell left, then it's
so it has fuck it. I'm just going to public this page and give you the page.
Cool.
Oh,
Let me
no
double
shit.
check that I'm reading this right before you do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking. You have a plus 10 enhancement bonus on spellcraft checks made to identify the properties and command
Yeah.
words of magic items in your possession.
Yeah, then yeah, cool.
So that's a 27. You needed to hit a 19, so.
I hit that fully half the time without it. I really didn't need to roll, actually. I have a plus 9 to spellcraft.
Okay, so I just DM'd you that. Just skip down to the stat block at the bottom.
Yeah.
For the effects.
Wow.
Mechanically, since you're wielding it, Krakus, it is a heavy steel shield, so it's got a +2 armor bonus and a -1 armor check penalty.
Okay.
And obviously, it takes a
beauty
hand
stuff.
to use.
How heavy is
Once per round,
15 pounds.
after the wielder is hit by a natural or weapon attack, They may designate the attacking enemy as the target of their rebuke. Till the end of the wielder's turn, their natural and weapon attacks are enhanced with the weight of the mountain when targeting this enemy, granting the shield's armor bonus to attack and damage rolls. Hard as the mountain. When on or under a mountain, the shield grows stony protrusions, increasing its defensive capabilities, but also its weight. Under these conditions, the armor bonus... I'm sorry. I stroked out there. Under these conditions, the armor bonus and armor check penalty both double. The arcane's spell failure chance increases to 20%, and the weight of the shield increases to 25 pounds.
Oof.
So now that you know this about the shield and you take another look at it, it does not have anything you would describe as stony protrusions on it. So you can deduce you are not on or under a mountain.
Holding this brings me above light load into medium.
I can carry some things.
Okay.
I'd
love to wield this. I get really bad bonuses if I do.
I can. My inventory is not done correctly, but I think I have at least another 10 or 15 pounds of things I can carry.
This
My
is
light
15,
load is
so
38, but I can't use a shield, so I can carry some potions. I can carry some caltrips.
Oh, okay. I might be able to give you something. I need to shed 13 pounds.
Oh boy, you were close before.
I know. Honestly, that's not even with any of my gear. It's all equipment. The lamellar steel weighs 40.
Yeah.
Not to project the things that I did myself on others, but you don't have coin weight check, do you?
Nope.
Okay.
If I did, I don't have very much money anyway, so I would only add 5.7. And if I needed to have that checked, then I would have been in medium weight anyway. So
No,
it doesn't matter.
you do not check that.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm 48 out of 50 without the steel shield, so if you can carry it, then I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I can carry it.
Okay.
I just can't wield it, right? Like I can just strap it to me and it won't.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you can just like put it on your back or something.
I don't even know if I could wield it.
You should have proficiency with it as a slayer. I'd be very surprised if you didn't.
Okay.
The question would be, greatsword's a two-handed weapon, right? So.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say, I wanted to pick up the knife and see what kind of knife it was, if it was anything special. Maybe wield that with the shield.
Yeah, you can absolutely take the knife. There's nothing special about it. It's just a knife.
Okay. I mean, I've got a pocket knife. It's not really...
I guess specifically it's like a dirk. So it's more of a stabby knife, but it still mechanically is a knife.
Okay.
So I'll just strap the shield to my back like I'm a turtle.
Okay.
I think I would pull Krakus sort of out of her earshot. Okay. I think I was able to tell friends where we are roughly, but we need a plan. I don't think either of us are much of the sneaking type. But
I mean, I am. I can sneak. Not as effectively as other rogue types, but
it's not the thing I'm worst at, but it's not one of my specialties. We could absolutely try it though. Do I know? Was I able to feel out where the people who were leaving to go somewhere else went versus where the people who were leaving to just stay upstairs went? Which of these staircases? Like which one I think is closer to an exit?
I think you heard a guy that was over here and went that way say that he was going to deal with the ones upstairs.
Okay.
And Callum and Yard and Katrina, when they left initially, went that way.
Okay. I did hear them mention the ones upstairs, which might mean that there are other prisoners that we may be able to rally and escape with, but I don't know for sure.
How
I
well of a
can't
direction did you
imagine.
give our compatriots?
They should know the town that we're in, and I can't say like they heard the name Left Hand, they heard the name Serpent, so they have those things to lead on, but I don't know how much else they have.
If you give me a bit more time, if you think we can stay, I might be able to muster up a bit more strength to help in this.
I would agree if I'm able to spend some time at rest, I could prepare new spells, but I don't think that we have that kind of luxury.
How long before they suspect that Katrina hasn't returned?
That's also what I'm wondering.
There we
We're
go.
probably approaching that threshold soon.
As you two discuss this, we swap picture in pictures. The three on horseback plus Alaric. You start to approach a town, which you expect to be the town of Freewold. It's fairly small buildings, largely built of large, light-colored bricks. There are, from this distance, you can see a number of large estates, like dotted around the outskirts, with like in the center of big tracts of land that are being worked by people.
Do we see any like obvious guards or anything like that?
Any obvious what?
Guards?
No, it does not appear to be guarded in any way. Give me a perception check, everyone. All three of you.
I think I double clicked. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll take the first one of that. Aram and Percy's, you both notice all of the estates that you can see, save one, have their lands actively being worked by people. It's like a little later in the day, so it's probably near the end of their workday. But one of the estates, like it has farmland, but no one's working on it. Apart from that, you don't see anything odd.
Okay, I see that there is a plot of overgrown land that is not being worked over there. That might be it. So,
Give me a knowledge nature, actually, Percy, to see if you can sort of hone in on how long you think it's been since that it's been worked. Okay, you can't tell precisely, but at least a couple of weeks, maybe longer. It's hard to see the precise nature of the crops that were growing there.
I wouldn't say so. It looks like it was recently left unkempt, I guess, is the best way we can go. So we can start by investigating that. I could investigate I could talk to some of the farmers, but around the area, but I'm not the most charismatic guy. So
I think that makes sense. I think we can just go check out that one.
I don't think
For a
that
start.
they'll like the questioning Minotaur. I don't think they would trust me. So let's go ahead and do that. If you guys think that was the way to go, what do you think?
I think you're right.
I think that
Let's just start with that one.
I think now that we know that might be alive and we just didn't watch them just die. We need to be fast. We might not have time to gather information at this point.
Yeah, I don't know how long they're probably in mortal danger. So yeah, let's just go with our first bet. It's a good idea. So I guess we'll start heading towards that area then.
Yep.
Okay, so you sort of peel off a bit to the south towards the one estate that looks like it's overgrown a bit. And as you approach, it starts to become a little bit clearer that it has definitely been some time. There's a bunch of different crops that used to be here, and even the grass is starting to look even more so than just overgrown. It's starting to wither in a weird, unnatural looking way.
Okay. Would I kind of, is that typical of plants to die like that after being tended to, not being tended to for 3 weeks or a set amount of time? Is that normal wilting? I guess is the right way to say that. Could I?
Yeah, you can give me another knowledge nature check for that.
Yeah. Don't know if there's some foul magic at play or something.
This is absolutely not natural. There's something there's something very much against the natural order that's happening here, which is sort of seeping into the ground and causing it to go ill. And you can see it gets worse as you get closer to the estate, which is sort of at the top of a very low hill.
So I'll motion over and be like, this is not normal. There's something foul play here. Is Alaric with us too, by the way, or is it just the adventurers?
Yes, Alaric is on one of your horses.
So yeah, I'm explaining it to Alaric and the rest of them. Like, this is not the natural way a plant dies. There's something foul in here. So I think there might be something dangerous in this house. I think they might be here, actually.
I agree. This does seem suspect at the very least. It's a good place to start.
Okay, so we have a rogue, Blassie Boy, and me. I do not have... I would turn myself
Okay.
into a rat if I could, but I cannot. Should zoom out. Is this the house that's... Or I guess all of this is unkempt, huh?
Yes. So you guys start approaching a stone estate with, you see a couple of structures. There is a... I guess I'll just give you the fucking floor plan at this point. Bam! You obviously can't see much inside, but there's a double doors entrance here. There's a small structure to the side, jutting out of the building, and 2 other structures near the back.
Where are we in relativity to this? Like, what angle are we approaching at? Would you say?
I think you're coming up the hill like this.
Okay. I quietly, it's like, that looks like kind of the rectangle, big, what we saw from the scry, right? What do you guys think?
I think we should check the white building here first.
I don't know. What is...
I could have hidden the little key, but I decided not to.
All right. Man, so I guess we start scanning outside for any kind of I guess this is the door, right? But I'm trying to like scan for any like thing that could appear to from the outside in to like get a notice of what's going on?
Yeah, from the angle you're
Yes,
coming
sir.
at, I think you can probably see that there's a wooden door there, and then there's double doors here, and the rest of this front wall is. These are like little columns, and these are windows. So.
Okay, I'd say we quiet down, and I'd say, you guys just want to listen in for a second, see if we hear anybody.
That's a good idea.
So I'd say,
Yeah.
like, stay here and like wait for a minute or two and see if we can like see anybody or anything or hear anything of note.
Okay, so you guys come to a stop, I guess, and dismount and start to investigate a little bit, and then we'll jump back over.
When Nev is leading the party again, it's too much work.
So I think we decided to ready actions and hunker down in case anything happens. If the party is indeed hunting for us, there may be commotion soon, and we don't want to interrupt them until that begins. So
Thought about that.
Okay, so are you guys going to take up positions like near the stairs, or?
I don't want to leave her out of my sight, so maybe here, or perhaps here, somewhere that I can stay hidden
I
from
want to
view.
be sort of here, where I have eyes on this staircase, but also can take cover behind this wall.
Okay, so the two of you
What is
take
that?
positions where you can see
Let me double check one thing before I say that I'm there.
both staircases, probably.
I think I want to be a little bit closer so that I'm in jolt range. So I think I'll be over here. But same thing. I'm sort of peeking my shoulder past, so I have line of sight here and line of sight over here, and can duck either here or here should I need to. Unless you think I should just be here.
Actually, it's a good idea to be on the opposite side of the wall of the doors. So,
Yeah,
let's
I
see.
just want. I want.
I want to be close enough to you that if people come on your side, I'm able to get there and take actions in a reasonable amount of time. It's a pretty big room, so I don't know where to go.
We could just double down on one side.
Okay, I'm gonna bring Cat. What's her name?
Katrina.
All right, I'm gonna bring Cat over here.
Sorry, Katwina.
Yeah, with us into this little alcove.
Okay.
And yeah, good idea. Let's not split up. I don't know if I can go there.
I'm in the grid. I'm not, but in the fiction, I'm pressed up against this wall.
Okay.
You can
I would-
move into that space and press up against that wall.
Okay. So I'll be here. I'll behind you. I'll be behind you. We're good.
If anyone is coming down like weapons drawn that seems hostile or has a snake tattoo, I think I'm going to use jolt against them
Okay.
as like a ready action.
I'll throw some cold iron caltrips down by the
Hell
stairs.
yeah.
By both stairs, actually. So I'll use 2 of them.
Okay. Yeah, you have plenty for that.
Nice
Three
drops,
handfuls,
bro.
I guess.
After a couple of minutes, you guys hear a door open. And more than just hear it, a shaft of light illuminates this stairway briefly, and then the door closes. And you hear footsteps coming down the wooden stairs.
How many sets of footsteps?
How many? Oh, how many sets of feet?
Mhm.
Just one.
Okay. I'm going to duck fully behind the wall and try to hide. I think.
I'll roll stealth.
Would you like a stealth roll?
Yeah. Okay.
Incredible.
Man, what an awful roll for me. God.
You actually rolled almost the same on the dice.
Yeah.
Just a moment. Okay, so someone comes down the stairs, and as they get here, you hear them curse out in pain as a caltrop pierces their toe. Curse you by the rotting goddess! Who? What? And then they peer around the corner, and they do spot both of you.
Cool.
So this person you saw earlier, I think you can pretty clearly see the snake tattoo, so that you can fire off a jolt now if you wish.
I think I wish. Hell yeah.
That easily connects. Lightning courses through their body. They're at fucking that. Krakus, you are also going to get to go. You have this moment of surprise, but you're not hidden, so.
Okay. Oh, damn it. I have to use a move action to... I don't even think I can make it up to that guy.
You have plus 10 feet of movement from my shoes.
Oh, okay then. Awesome. Lucky me.
Big shoes.
Actually, I'll move... Well, the door's closed, so I'll move here. And I'm just going to smack him. Wholy shit.
Oh!
Oh yeah. That's
Okay.
double critical,
Big
right? So you
smack.
double the damage again?
Why you dispatch him? How? What does it look like? He's done.
God, I love when the dice tell a story.
So, while I'm running, I get like my foot planted here, and I do sort of like a momentum swing to the left in an arc, and cleave him in half, and my sword pins against the stone next to him.
Yeah, your sword stuck in a bit of mortar in between the stones, as his bottom half remains standing with the caltrops like pinning it to the pinning his feet to the ground, and the top half crumples next to the stairs. Incredible.
Huge
That's a
damage.
lot of green dice rolls from the two of us.
I know. what
Real
the hell?
quick, as that's happening, the people outside, you saw someone walk out here and walk down there.
Oh shit.
Do we hear him screaming?
So we should follow
You
them
for
down.
sure don't hear. You're too far away, and he's fully underground behind a closed door.
So do we all see that? There was no like perception checks needed or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to block vision. He just walked out and walked in.
All right, I'll.
And he did it very quickly. He wasn't looking around or anything, so he didn't spot you.
Do I have time Imperial fix?
I nod the other people in my thing in motion to go over, and I tell Callum and be like, "Are you okay here? Get off on a horse if you need to go."
Aram heads for the stairs.
Yeah, Alaric is going to
Or
hop off the
Alaric, not Callum.
horse real quick, and wait before you go. You will surely make better use of this than I. And he will take off the shawl that he's been wearing this whole time, and quickly toss it around your shoulders, Percy's, because you're the closest one.
Okay.
And then he'll
It's not made of metal, is it?
No, it's
No
not.
metal on it?
It's cloth. And then he'll try and find somewhere to duck. Like he'll find like some crops that are a little bit taller, and he's a small gnome, so he can duck behind them.
Okay.
And then 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna go piss if you want to as well, Sock.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We'll give it a couple seconds. Be right back. I'll do that too.
Can someone help me read this damage roll? I don't know what happened.
You roll.
What's your bonus to damage?
Like the whole damage or just the bonus?
Just the bonus.
1.
Oh my god! I just now got that you created on the attack and then you created again on the crit confirm.
I have no idea what the formula is there then.
Someone mentioned double damage, but I don't know. I don't know how that. So it's bonus times 2 and then roll.
Wait,
times 2?
what's the crit multiplier on a greatsword?
I don't know. Let's see. Crit multiplier is 2.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. I just assume
Okay,
the
back.
computer. I just assume the computer is always right.
Are you questioning how the crit worked?
Yeah. How did that happen?
So when you roll a nat 20 or whatever is marked as their crit range on your weapon, it rolls the crit confirm, and then it will roll 2 damage rolls. One is if the crit confirm was not enough to make it a crit, and the second one is the full crit damage, everything combined. So, which is just your double your normal damage.
Okay.
So the first one would be what we took if somehow a 25 were not enough to confirm a crit. Obviously it was. And the second one is what we take since it was a crit. Normally I max the first set of damage die, and then you just roll the second for crits. In this case, it didn't fucking matter, but it actually would have been 4 damage higher than this.
Oh, okay then.
But you 100-0'd him regardless.
I'm back.
Kyle, are you okay to take over Aram at like 6:30?
Yeah. Oh, you guys aren't on the fucking map.
Yeah.
I was like, why haven't they moved their people up yet?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm back over here. Okay, I see. All right, so I guess I'll start lightly trotting up here.
Trotting. It's beautiful.
Head for the door.
Head for the door.
Are we stealthing? I'm
Uh,
stealthing.
I might stay behind a little bit and listen and see if I can hear or see anybody. I'll wait for Aram to go up front, and then I guess I'll stand and wait, and then I'll go. I'll trail behind Aram like 20 feet.
Yeah, if the other two of you want to do it, approach silently, then give me stealth checks.
Okay, I'll give you one.
It's upsetting to me that a nat 1 is still 15 for you.
It's not upsetting at all for me.
So, yeah, Ivet is like making himself so small and like darting around so close to the ground that he's able to hide behind the overgrown grasses. And Aram's just walking.
I
Walking, but like
Yeah.
half stealthily.
I end the night.
Yeah, it's the middle of the day, and you are somehow still the night.
Yeah. I am the night.
Aram's gonna pop open the door.
Okay. As you open the door, you see a dark staircase descending downward.
Is it like a spiral staircase or?
It is a straight staircase.
Okay, so do I see everything at the bottom? I guess.
Oh no, did I misalign these by 1 square? That bothers me
Yep.
so much.
It's
Oh,
I
acceptable.
wondered about that.
Fuck,
Wait,
dude.
where?
I had to move
Like the-
Aram 1 square to get him aligned with this staircase. I tried so hard to get these different floors to line up perfectly.
It's a lot of little
It
squares.
ruined his whole day.
Fuck, man.
I'm assuming since I see Aram going downstairs, I'm going to be right behind
Yeah,
him.
it takes so Krakus and Elantra, you hear the door open again. Another shaft of light comes down. You see just an outline of a humanoid at the top of the stairs. Aram, as your eyes adjust, you see half a person and a skeleton.
Krakus, is that you?
Aram! I waved to Elantra.
I wave back.
Well,
Up
I
these stairs
beckon
is the
you.
way out.
You wave back!
I beckon you over.
Hi!
I'll head over.
Quick question: was the person I killed a
Socialize.
human?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna harvest parts.
Okay.
Get
That-
some human bones out of there.
I will say, since you cut him in half, there are a couple of bones exposed.
All right.
It'll still take a little bit of time. I think only on the order of a couple minutes if you just want to pull out like the upper leg bones and maybe the pelvis. Like those upper leg bones are basically just like sticking out the top anyways. So you couple
Yeah,
good,
let's-
some incisions near the knees and some good yanks and you could get those out.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
Are we seeing that already? Like hit
Oh,
cutting
yeah, there's-
people up?
Krakus is going to work removing bones from this thing. I think there's a barf noise in the back coming from Katrina.
Ew, through the rope.
Yeah.
Oh. That's
She just like slumps over to the side and throws up a bit as she sees someone's leg bones being pulled out through.
I
the
have
skin.
a question. I have a question. Did the undead they killed before they went down, are their bodies just lying around?
Yeah.
So there's more bones than fresh bones here.
Yeah, but fresh bones are clean.
I mean, you gotta
I
clean
don't think
them.
that's true. I think
You
the
do
fresh
still have to
bones
clean
arguably
them.
Are less clean.
It's
Okay.
probably harder.
You're cleaning different things off of them critically, but
That's fair
they're
enough.
still dirty. So
What
are the
do we
three of
do
you
with-
staying outside and just looking down
I'm
the
whispering
stairs?
downstairs, like, can we do this outside? Did you just take that with?
Almost done.
Oh no! I start walking back towards the other horse over here and just motion him over. I keep forgetting it's not Callum, it's the other one.
Alaric.
Alaric, that's right. I motion like to say like we have him or something like that, just to like call him over. So we can have another horse to get someone off horseback. I think we're trying to get the hell out.
His head darts around to both sides, like checking to see if there's anyone watching, and then he hops up onto the horse and rides it over.
What do we do about the girl?
What girl?
I don't care as long as we get out of here sooner than later. I would not care what happens to her.
We will have information on which way we leave if we leave her.
That's
But
very
we have
true.
to take her with us if we want to take her with us, and I
We
don't
can't,
fancy taking
though!
her life.
That's
I
not our
think
job!
I think we. Well, see, here's the problem because Krakus now knowing that the left hand exists and subjugates people, he doesn't like it.
We can come back and deal with that.
We already
We
got
should
so
report
lucky.
back to.
Yes, I fear that we've
The
already made
Seekers.
enough an enemy, and I think we should go back for reinforcements.
I think we need a bigger group or a more organized mission to take them on.
If we want information, we have someone very willing to give up information via threat of death. So perhaps we bring them along for informational purposes.
Fine. We just need to do it quickly.
Okay. I don't think I
like
have the
that.
strength to carry her.
I can do it if okay, I can carry her, but I'm not like we're not taking her all the way back. We're just getting out of this house. We have 2 horses.
Okay.
I don't want to sound like I'm being lazy, but I do have the boots to make other people faster, so I should definitely be one of the people on the horses if we only have some of us on the horses.
Considering you were just a prisoner 30 minutes ago, that's fine.
Again,
Alright.
it's not just like a wizards don't want to walk thing, it's just like, you know.
I get some nap time, I can turn into a goose anyway.
Whatever.
As you guys
Whatever.
discuss this, the 3 of you outside hear, "Hey, who are you?"
Oh boy.
Coming from the north, I guess.
We
Or
gotta
no,
go.
this would be the west. But
We
up.
don't have time to tie her up now. We need to
Up on
go.
the map.
She's already
Oh.
tied up.
We
Fair.
get
Drag
her.
her if you need to.
Do they see me?
They are talking at you and coming your
Yeah.
direction.
Do they
Did
see
you know that your
me?
plants are like I'm just being a friendly neighbor here. I'm a druid. Your plants are dying. Do you need help with that at all?
Nice.
Aram, are you just inside the doorway or are you just outside the doorway?
I think Aram went down to like the first or second step.
Okay. I bet you are under every impression that you are silent as the night. So
Just because I think that Aram would find that easier for his eyes to adjust.
Like behind the
Yeah,
door?
for sure.
Like behind the little door? Just like poking?
yeah, you can hide behind that little
Okay.
the
okay,
wall
okay.
of that little structure. So Perseus, you're just walking up like, hey, your crops are bad.
I'm just trying to give a firm like I know a thing or two about plants. I'm just trying to I'm a friendly neighbor. So I just I come in here and just see if I could help in any way. You know, I'm trying to make an honest buck, you know. I just wanted to see if you need some help tending your crops or anything like that.
Right,
Throughout
you knock on the cellar door, not the front door.
I know plants, not buildings, sir.
Alright, give me a fucking bluff check for that one,
Yeah.
bud.
Sure. Good.
God damn.
I'm not trained in it.
Yeah. Oh my god. I thought there's no way he can fail this. This guy rolled a 7. Nope, you got a 6. You don't know buildings. What? His eyes go up and down and spot like recent wounds and like weaponry on you. And the emotions for a like moves his hand over to his side and grips the hilt of a sword in a scabbard.
Whoa,
I'm
buddy,
gonna need
buddy.
you to leave
Okay.
now.
My apologies, sir. I knocked on the wrong door. Have a splendid day.
And he takes an intimidating step forward to sort of drive the point home.
And I start walking back a little bit, and you know, all right, and just steps here and like.
Did we hear that?
I think
mean,
Yvette
I was-
and Aram heard it, but the people downstairs probably didn't, or wouldn't be able to understand it at the very least.
Is it keep coming in front of us? Like Is he still walking?
Right
Or do
now, all he's seen is Percy's, and Percy's just walking away, but he still has his hand on his sword.
I was just like, maybe he goes at the door, then Eric can like
I'll round the
cut his
corner
ankles.
and just like be like right here and just I'll motion over to Alaric if I'm out of sight, being like, whoa there, like hands up, like nope, nope, nope.
He starts to come around the side a little bit. He spots some disturbances in the grasses here, some tamped down stuff that wasn't tamped down before.
Probably gonna have to take him down.
And as he crests this corner, he
Has
sees
everyone picked up what's coming?
as he crests this corner, he sees fucking Alaric and the horses on the other side of the building.
All right, well,
Hey! And draws his sword. And I guess we have to roll initiative here.
Yeah,
Them's the rules.
them's is the rules.
I'm useless right now.
Why? You have a gun. You're hidden.
I cannot shoot.
Oh, because it's very fucking loud? That's a good point.
Very fucking loud. I do have a sling that does 1 damage. Can I have that on my hand?
Yeah, I mean, if these thoughts are already going through Ivette's head that he doesn't want to make a ton of noise, then you certainly could have swapped weapons in this time. You had tons of time.
Yeah, I think he does because it's sure that it was all his fault that people almost died last time because of the noise on this gun. So he might have the sling that Malmag gave it to him. That is not even my sheet, but I told you I gave to him.
Do you need initiative from the downstairs people too?
Yeah, just in case you decide to join in on the fight.
Of course.
Should I?
I was pacing, not my character sheet.
Oh, I didn't click the initiative button properly, apparently.
So technically we can run straight up the stairs because we're aligned with the stairs.
Yes. Okay, Ivette, you are first to act. You are hidden as well.
Oh god.
I don't know
I
what to
don't
do.
know if a gunshot would be...
Oh yeah, he already
Great.
said that he's not got
I'm
his gun
shooting.
out.
I'm not shooting with a gun.
Okay.
I have a sling.
Oh, nice.
It does 1 damage.
Oh.
Always. If I hit 1 damage because it's strength, and I have like -2, so it's always 1 damage. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm gonna sling his head.
Okay. Yeah, give me that attack roll.
I don't have the sling on my sheet.
Just hit the
Oh.
ranged button.
I did. Range button.
Oh yeah, that for sure hits. And you don't even need to roll damage because it's always 1,
It's
right?
always 1. Can I say that it's on his head at least?
Roll it again. So do disadvantage basically if you want to target a like very specific part like that. So
Yeah.
if you want to hit him just in the head and maybe produce some extra effect, then it's disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I want that.
Okay, because he is flat-footed, that still hits.
Nice. A rock on his head.
Okay, so I think it hits him like right in the temple, and he's so like surprised and dazed by the blow, he's actually going to be mechanically dazed.
Hell yeah.
Conditions.
I don't know if I should try do it myself, the sling on my sheet. So I just started and gave up because I don't want to mess up.
I'm sorry, he's going to be not dazed. Something very similar to dazed. Where's this condition I actually want? I guess I'll just say he's dazzled.
Is he also razzled? Or?
I don't think he's quite reached razzled state yet.
Okay.
Razzle dazzle.
So this orc of the left hand is a little disoriented by that blow. Actually, I bet you still have like a movement and stuff. Do you want to stay where you are?
Can I stealth again?
Yeah, you can try. Okay. All right, now this orc, I don't think knows where you are.
What does dazzle do?
Oh, he actually does spot you.
Oh shit!
As you peek up out of the behind the small structure. So he's gonna rush up past this door that's closed behind Aaron and swing a short sword.
Wait, if you walk past, does Aaron get like attack of shit? No.
There's a closed door in the way, so no.
Closed? Oh, man.
I mean, I guess if specifically you want it to be open, then that's different.
I
But
just don't
Yeah,
remember
who
it being
closed it?
closed.
I assumed it closed behind Aaron.
We're
I
all
have
kind
not-
of looking
I'm
at
looking about
the.
Okay, then you can. Well, then he'll just go around, I guess. So you can see it open now. So he'll go around, and you still won't get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
but it's
but
open
now-
now, so.
Yeah, but now he sees that the thing is coming for me. The dude.
So he swings with the sword, but is so off kilter by just getting hit in the head with a fucking stone that you're easily able to duck out of the way of this wild swipe with his sword.
Yes, it's a sword.
Yeah, it's a short sword, which makes it Percy's turn.
I was thinking about doing some flame stuff, but I might summon my little might boy. Little gremlin.
Kyle, can you take over Aram now? Sorry.
Yeah.
I should still have a vanish if he needs to use it.
Okay.
Have fun grilling.
Thanks.
See
I
ya.
hope everyone lives this last bit.
No promises.
Talk to you later.
See ya.
See you.
Actually, I would right there. Actually, want that right there.
I'm sorry, what are you summoning?
The little might.
Okay.
Might have better chance fighting something that's not a skeleton. Instead of getting insta-gibbed. Yeah, but yeah, I think he acts immediately on my turn, but that'll be the end of my turn. I would probably move here, but no further.
Yeah, you have some movement. Okay, the might runs in from the distance, faint entrance music, dagger in hand, and is just gonna try and jab it into the back of this guy's leg.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
That's a natural 20.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah!
17, that's a confirmation on this fucking 1d3 minus 1.
Nice.
Does that -1 become a -2?
No.
No, you don't multiply the.
Oh no, you do
modifiers.
multiply that part, but so it's max. The first die roll is maximized. The maximum you can get on 1d3 minus 1 is 2. And then the second die roll comes out maximum again, so that's 4 points of damage.
Big 4.
Huge four.
As he jabs this guy in the back of the leg, the orc lets out a cry. Ah!
Seems you got mites on your property, buddy.
Cursed little. And that's his turn. Krakus. Then Elantra on deck. Aram bringing up the rear.
Okay. Can I stealth as a free action, or would that be a move?
I mean, you're fully hidden because you're underground right now.
Okay. I'd like to move here, still unhidden.
So yeah,
still hidden,
as you burst out of this stairwell, you have the element of surprise. So this is a sneak attack for that purpose.
I guess I'll just smack him then. Aye.
A 12 does not do the trick. Very sad.
Damn.
So you come charging out of the stairs and swing at this orc, but he's able to bring his short sword up, and with two hands barely able to hold the might of your swing back and then deflect it slightly off to the side. Elantra, do you want to do anything?
I can hear commotion outside.
Yeah, and Krakus just charged up the stairs like sword at the ready. So
Okay. I look back at Katwina and decide that fuck it, we're leaving her.
Yep.
And then, so I don't have the like right click and see how far the thing is. So I have to. That's 10, 20. So I'm gonna come up right behind everybody.
okay, I don't think you'll be able to see outside from there. Well, you won't be able to see the
20 feet.
combatant outside.
There's 25. And can I make it to here with 30?
You cannot walk through that. That's a wall.
Oh.
So this is the stairwell. Both sides of this are the stairwell. The door, you can get out this way. But Aram is currently standing at the top of the steps.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so that
Then
wooden bit is the top of the roof that covers the structure.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. In that case, I will get out to here, and then get another aura. Right? 10-foot radius. Yep. We needed a better color than that, though. Okay. If you're within the pink aura, you gain a +1 deflection bonus to your AC as my standard action.
Ooh.
Okay, you guys should be able to see those now.
I can.
The inner one is
Inner one is the AC, outer one is the movement.
Outer one's the boots. Okay.
Yep.
And this ignores line of sight, like a sphere?
Let me read the wording. You can create a 10-foot radius to protect a magic center on you that lasts a number of rounds equal to your intelligence modifier. All allies in this area, including you, receive a +1 deflection bonus to AC. Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
So
Welcome
we
to
have
the
that
Friday of battle.
4 rounds.
Nice.
Okay, well, you guys have problems if this fight lasts more than that, so should be the whole fight, but that is all for your turn, I assume? Which makes it Aram's turn?
Yep.
Can Aram see this guy?
Yeah, I mean, Aram at least would have seen him run past the door, so he knows where he is, but I think he's going to risk an attack of opportunity in order to get into a flanking position.
Okay.
That feels like something Aram would do, so he'll take this swing. Which is barely a hit. Unlucky. So Aram's going to take 5 points of piercing damage as this sword sticks in his side as he runs past.
Ow.
Oh, that hoded.
And then he's going to probably just fuck this guy's day with a dagger. With sneak attack because he's flanking with you now, Krakus.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to apply the damage from that guy's hit. So that is a hit. That's an 18. So 14 big ones. As Aram just like darts around the edges of this fight and then quickly slashes, like bounces onto one foot and then shifts his weight back to the other side and slashes as he's shifting his weight back for 14 points of damage across this guy's side.
Hell yeah.
This man's is almost dead. He's he drops to one knee briefly and stands back up.
He's so fucked.
He's in such trouble. Which brings us back up to Yvette. This guy is so low in front of you, but he is directly in front of you.
I'm gonna take a tumble down back, like a 5-foot step, but it's a tumble, so it looks cool. And is this enemy a male?
Yes, this is a male orc from what you can tell.
I'm shooting his cock with a rock.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
I did another one, right? Because it's a call shot.
Yeah. So he had 1 HP.
Nice!
Oh, man.
So your sling deals 1 damage?
Yeah, it does. One dick damage.
Yeah, with that carefully aimed silent sling blow to his nethers, he crumples and falls back to that one knee before falling forward.
Died by a rock on his dick.
He
Little
is
rock to the cock.
he is out.
I whisper, thanks, Momac.
I also whisper, let's rock.
All right, dip.
Dip, 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 dip.
So I start mentioning I try and survey and see who's the most wounded. I just want to see if we can get the ones that are hurt more on the horses. And I say, little friend, you did good stabbing, and then I dismiss him.
Oh, you can dismiss it. I thought you were gonna hold him and run with his hands.
I mean, he can wander about the area a little bit if he wants, but he can do what he
He
wants.
goes on a patrol pattern.
If he wants to do that, yeah, because I can't tell him what to do.
Wait! Sign that there's someone downstairs.
I'm not gonna Ramsey Bolton the lady with my might.
Yeah.
This might
Why
actually
not?
has very good stealth.
She's fucking tied up.
So
Go
it's-
bananas on her.
It is actually going to sneak around.
If he wants to sneak around, he can sneak around. And then yeah, so
Oh yeah, we can really control him, right?
I suggest we go.
yeah, it's dip. And then yeah, so I help whoever needs it on their horse because I'm just gonna just run. I can go through
As you guys are getting
terrain
up
stuff.
onto getting people up onto horseback and starting to get moving, you hear some movement on the second floor of this building, of this house.
Oh yeah, there was people upstairs.
We'll come back with more.
And yeah, you are able to start heading off. I think as you ride away, probably it's going to be like 3 or 4 people on horses, and the rest of you just fucking running next to them.
I can run.
Yeah, Krakus can run forever, basically.
Yep.
I can make everyone else faster.
So
Yeah, I assume it's Elantra, Yvette, and someone on the horse.
yeah, Alaric is probably on a horse as well because he has tiny little legs as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make the guy who's not getting paid have to run too anyway. So,
So yeah, you guys make off, and as you put the estate behind you in the distance, you see Crane burst out the front door and just shout something inaudible at you.
I
as
actually
you ride
speak
away.
inaudible.
Oh yeah, you took inaudible as a language. And you guys are able to make it away to safety.
Downtown.
miraculously, I don't know how you guys aren't dead.
Kind of
I
shocking,
don't
to be
either,
honest.
honestly.
Bonkers.
It changed a lot. Because I was assuming you guys would die, and then would change a lot of what I would do. Because Ivette is less, like, he doesn't think it's that much of his fault if you're both alive.
The amount of fault was dependent on how alive we were.
Yeah. I didn't kill you guys. You're both alive. I actually helped save you.
So as you guys ride away, I think Alaric, he's sort of like hopped up on adrenaline with the thrill of what just happened. This isn't normally his sort of situation, and he's sort of got swept up in all of this. Mentions that you should keep the shawl that he gave you. It's I'm sorry, let me get into voice here instead of just narrating everything. It's saved me from a couple of scrapes, but I think this was my last adventure. I don't have the years in me for it anymore.
You know what?
Appreciate it very much. I don't know who.
get
Does it
it.
give it to me or is it? What does it do actually?
He threw it over your shoulders. He'll explain briefly. If you lay it out, it can tell you the time. It's called the Timekeeper's Shawl.
That's actually pretty cool as a survivalist. I like that.
Yeah, if you examine it a little further, it's got a linen shawl of like deep blue with a gold pattern of a sundial in the center.
It gave me his Rolex. That's awesome.
Yeah, basically.
You gave him his Rolex.
I very much appreciate this.
So I guess you guys, some combination of things happens that gets the horses back to the caravan, and Alaric reunited with the other scholars who were left back on the in the mausoleum. And you guys find some means of getting back to Kedwell to collect your reward.
Awesome.
And
Hell yeah.
I guess to get your items identified, you have several now. You just picked up the Timekeeper shawl and that shield. You also have the large hammer and that armor. I don't remember
Yeah, I
who's
have the
carrying
hammer
what,
with me.
but it's all coming home.
Guys, I need a vacation. There was too much stress.
You're getting too old too, huh?
I mean, in Cobalt years, probably.
I fear worse that we've made a new enemy. I have precious too many of them already.
Did we? Did we though?
That guy was
It
a
was
dick,
all-
anyways.
It was all a coincidence.
Yeah, that's the troubling part as well.
I still don't know who they are.
The left hand.
Yes.
That's a stupid name.
It's a bit sinister, isn't it?
Is it? They
I mean-
cannot use normal scissors.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't trust a lefty, so it is very sinister if you ask me.
They cannot use a normal scissors. Is it really that bad?
I think Elantra is actually just fishing for someone to ask why they use the word sinister, because sinister has its like whatever a fantasy Latin root equivalent is of left-handed. So they're just really hoping that somebody asks about that.
Nah, no one is that smart. Can I do
Nah.
intelligence checks? Intelligence check? Nah.
Yeah, from like old common speech, it was the same word.
Oh shit, you were right. That's, oh my god. It does mean left in Latin, doesn't it?
Yeah, I
It
took
does.
Latin in high school.
Yeah.
What of it?
I looked it up to be sure, and wow,
Yeah, it
does
does.
mean that.
It's people used to like lefties were like the demon or some type of shit.
Tango es
Listen.
tres años en español.
I
Oh,
did.
no,
I don't
Latin.
just. I don't just make up shit for my D&D characters.
I do.
I make other people make up shit to deal with the consequences of the things I said.
I need a vacation. Can we go to the beach? I never like hang on the beach.
The bitch? What?
Yeah,
the beach. The beach.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Both of the words sounds exactly the same on my ears. It's very troubling.
So
I think it's tone. If it's bitch, it's bitch. If it's bitch, it's bitch.
that's very funny to me, actually.
It doesn't. It sounds the same. I don't see the difference.
Yeah.
They are very similar. But okay, so as eventually you guys make it back to Kedwell and collect your reward. It is 4,500 gold pieces split 5 ways.
Ooh.
So that's I think that's 900 a piece.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm not dropping 4,500 gold pieces per person. What do you think this is?
Hey, I mean, 900 is still pretty good.
900 is pretty nice.
And then some amount of time goes by, and either it's identified by y'all on the road or by the folks back at the Seekers, but you are able to determine what your gear is, the new toys you got.
Oh, can I say that as we came back, the first thing that I did was spill all the beans to boss. I know everything we know about the left hand shit.
Yeah. You give this big info dump to yeah, I guess to Ian. He would probably be around. So, and he'll worried look on his face, and probably like debrief each of you to get more whatever information you guys have about this organization, because he wants to look into it.
But also, I want to do it like Olaf does, explaining Frozen 1 and Frozen 2.
I don't get that reference, so I'll just take your word for it.
I will look it up.
Wow, that Thunderforged plate weighs less than my steel armor.
It's only a breastplate, is why.
Oh, okay.
I think yours is includes like shoulders and stuff.